Good evening, and you're very welcome along to the Sopherone Saga right here on the Emerald Collective. My name is GM David. I'm the creator and Dungeon Master for all things Sopherone. This is episode 93. I'm going to ask our accountant to tot up the total damage done by the party, and whoever tips it over the episode number, in this case 93, can choose one of the following boons. You can either replace a used spell slot of 4th level or lower, take a point of inspiration, replenish one long rest feature or for one use, or heal 25 hit points. So once Stephen will let us know if that is the case, if we even have a combat, who knows. These effects can only be used in the game stream they were received in, so this is this one only. Now look, we know we're not on Twitch every evening, even though we'd love to be, so that in mind the Emerald Collective are also on the podcast scene. We have an entire Call of Cthulhu story. It's set in 1919. In Silvermine's Tipperary, and it's called No Silver Linings. That's up on our YouTube channel. It's also on all your podcast platforms. But our current podcast series is called The Violet Madness. You can catch episode 0 on most podcast platforms for an intro to the continuation of this previously streamed adventure by the inimitable Mark Corrigan of Shunna Games. The story is set in the land of Castonia and tells the tale of our heroes trying to rid the land of the disease known only as The Violet Madness. We're now up to episode 39 of The Violet Madness, The Curtain Callers. Wherever you get your podcasts, and Jeweler tier patrons can get a sneak peek of episode 40, Minecart Madness, 2 weeks earlier on our Patreon. Now, you'll no longer find the Emerald Collective on Spotify, as their values are worlds apart from our own. We are still on most of the other platforms, though, so it shouldn't be too hard to find us. Now, did I mention Patreon? I did. You can head on over there to patreon.com/the Emerald Collection. We're right there. Depending on the tier you choose, every month you'll receive original battle maps, magical items, and monsters to use in your games, and even bonus maps with variant versions. You'll also get access to the latest podcast episodes, as previously mentioned, 2 weeks before they drop on their regular platforms. We offer discounted rates on select items on Drive-Thru RPG, Friends of EC rates with our resident cartographer who's behind me, who you'll hear cackling later on, and artist Liz Shangavi, who did all the Patreon art. That's a pretty good deal. We'll even give you a shout out on our Twitch streams, like this one, to say thanks for supporting us. Tonight's shout out goes out to Shane Kenny. Shane, we love you, thank you very much. But if you don't have the coin to spare to sign up for the higher tiers, you can still hit that $1 tier to show your support. But wait, we also have a free tier you can sign up for, so you'll receive some free gifts just for signing up for free. Some of our GMs have even been known to drop some of the maps used on one shots for folks at the free tier and above. I think I owe one for that. What was the last one I did not it was them Here Be Dragons. There's a cool bandit camp that I'll drop on the Patreon either today or tomorrow. Head on over to Patreon, check it all out. Now, what do those shields and numbers and the fancy Twitch overlays mean, I hear you ask? Well, you can use your channel points to bestow boons upon the players and the GM. Boon is like a bless spell. It grants a 1d4 to attack rolls and ability checks. If you sub to our channel or gift a sub to another, you can offer inspiration to a player or the GM. We've currently 17 in the pot, which is pretty amazing. So, guys, start using them.
I just would like to say that at least some members of the party sometimes make questionable life choices, so those inspirations come in extremely handy.
Very handy, yes, they are. Quite literal game changers, and I think it's great that, like, I love looking back and seeing the moments where, you know, channel points are free. They offer blesses, and they've really saved the day so many times. So it's great to see them. So inspirations allow the reroll of an attack roll or ability check and a saving throw, but not death saves. And please remember to state in chat who shall receive your boon or the inspiration. Now, the amazing map of Sopherone City, you can see right there in the center, is by the incredibly talented Jog Brogson. Jog is a joy to work with, and you can get an array of maps and item cards over on his Patreon. You'll see the link pop up in our Twitch chat several times tonight throughout the stream. Now, let's meet our wonderful players and find out a little bit about their characters. Guys, tell us a bit about yourselves, your hobbies, streams, business, and anything else you'd like to plug. Let's go top, left, bottom, right, scales.
Scales, hello. I'm Fona. I'm always, as always, cleverly disguised as a human being, going on over 40 years now, which is great. They have not figured out my disguise. Tonight, I'm playing Scales, and this is a little model of Scales that I have, which I love to pieces. He is the Dragonborn Barbarian, who is thick as a plank, but lovable, I like to think. And he is possibly, very exciting, about to meet a member of his family, possibly. If he recognizes them, if he puts 2 and 2 together. He's had a lot of info dumped at him recently, and I think it's actually possible he might put 2 and 2 together on this occasion, because the knowledge he has recently received is so fresh in his very Squirrel,
Brain noodle.
distractible brain.
Yeah. Thank you, Fona. Next up, Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe. I play Robert Seth Cooper. He's a human rogue, who's definitely just a guy. Nothing too crazy with him. As for me, Joe, there's also nothing too crazy with me. I occasionally rock climb. I've been a little lax on it as of late.
Okay.
And I have a Pajero that I drive sometimes when I can afford to. And I have a new dog.
Ah, what? Where?
Well, not a new dog.
Oh, okay.
But
Jesus.
She's relatively.
Yeah,
Her name's Dobby.
gorgeous. Look at that.
And she likes
Whip it.
doing fingers.
Yeah.
Best
things in the world. Thank you very much, Joe. Next up, Kiva will be with us after the break. She's dealing with some real life work stuff at the moment. Let's move to Stephen.
Oh, well, good afternoon. I am Stephen, your paladin pal. This evening I am playing Oryxium Grim, the Soul Grim currently in the party. The keeper to the stairs and the secrets which lie below.
Indeed.
As I believe he's the only one who can actually see into the grim darkness.
Yes, he is.
Not of the 41st millennia, but of the dungeon.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Ryan, tell us a bit about you, who you're playing tonight, and tell us a bit about what you're streaming at the moment.
Hi guys, yeah, so as you know, I'm Deranged Rhino, and when I'm not here, I'm actually taking a small hiatus from the Flying Orc game on Wednesdays.
Oh, okay.
But they'll still be playing, so please go and still check them out. And then when either of them places, I'm also over on my own Twitch channel, where over the next week, if it gets delivered in time, or week and a half, hopefully, I will be doing a sexy Cheshire Cat dressed up stream, because that's what my chat decided.
Your chat is awesome.
Well done, chat.
They hit a sub goal to get me dressed up in a costume, and the one they picked was like
Wow.
a sexy Cheshire Cat. So it's like a dress and a fucking stockings and little ears and all that kind of stuff. So, so yeah. Keep an eye on the Discord and the Twitch.
Will
for
do.
that.
And are you going to be doing some more streaming on Wednesday nights now?
No, so
Okay.
I'm taking a break, literally. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, because it's the days I work during the day. I've been finding it harder and a little bit more tiring of late and stuff, because we've been obviously a hell of a lot busier during summer. So yeah, I'm just
fair play to you, looking after
taking a bit
yourself.
of a
That's
relax.
important.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And who are you playing tonight?
Oh yeah, I suppose I should say that. I am playing Fog Off. He is a devilish imp, not trying to kill the party or get any of them killed or use them to be able to get other people killed. Not at all. Wouldn't do that. He might be here for the wrong reasons, but he's doing the right thing at the moment.
At the moment. All right, thanks, gang. I think we'll dive into a quick recap of what's happening here in my homebrew world of Sopherone. Sopherone is a continent at war to the northwest, the elven nation of Colorado. Do you know what? I'm going to move us over to the little map, and then I'll give you the blurb there. Look at that, boop. Now, boop, zoom out so I can see Sopherone in all its glory. So Sopherone is a continent at war to the northwest. The elven nation of Colorado, which once flourished on Sopherone, has been beaten back to a small area at the tip of the continent. A change of leadership in the Elven Kingdom, however, has resulted in a shift in policy, and the relationship with the kingdom of King Gregor of Sopherone has changed irreparably. We love the king. No longer would they sit back and allow their people to be subjugated by the human kingdom. Over the last few years, the elves have fought back and retaken their lands on the western side of the Vertex Crux, the huge mountain range that separates east from west in Sopherone. You can see that there in the very center, running from top to bottom there. Steadily losing ground to the elves, King Gregor has tasked his best man, the skilled and lethal Valor, to hunt down a legendary artifact that was once used thousands of years ago by an emerging human kingdom to completely wipe out the native Dragonborn that rule this continent. So he can now deploy it against the elves. Enter our heroes, the Saviours of Somerton, a small group of ragtag adventurers who have stumbled across the king's nefarious plan and have dedicated themselves to putting a stop to it. Joined by the brothers Grimm, servants of the Temple of the Platinum Dragon in the city of Artex, they persevere against all the kingdom have to throw at them, in the hopes of restoring balance to Sopherone. Right now, we join our heroes having escaped the winter city of Artex after the cold-blooded murder of noble Earl Jesper, son of Duke Ulrich and Duchess Sophie of Artex, and grandson of Prince Eric and Princess Mia of Sopherone City. So you can tell they're in a lot of fucking trouble, guys. Currently hiding out in the Drakewar Forest, our heroes have just slain an ancient creature that had ties to the Dragonborn Barbarian Scales' mysterious past, and are now exploring the structure beneath the glade it once called home. On a very unlikely roll of a fucking 30 investigation check, our rogue Robert uncovered a secret door that GM Dave didn't expect the party to find until a lot later in the campaign, revealing a sand-covered sub-basement with a Dragonborn statue sitting cross-legged in a cross-legged city stance thing. But look, if you fucking hit a 30, I gotta fucking give it to you now. I'm not gonna fucking change that. I did not expect you to hit a 30, and I'm very proud of you. So, what has become of the other monstrous necrotic ooze? Thank you very much, Technics, for subscribing 7 months in a row. We really appreciate you. Thank you. You can give, I think your inspo goes into the pot. We now have 18. Back once again with the Renegade Master, my man. What has become of the other monstrous necrotic ooze that now that the party murdered its husband? Who or what is this Dragonborn statue, and what will it mean for Scales? And just what has the kingdom been up to while the party are busy in the Drakewar Forest? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's play some D&D, motherfuckers. I'm going to move you over to the room. The basement in the Drakewar Forest now. This is my Roll20 will play ball. There is Drakewar Tower.
I'm just going to say, I love the longevity of my extremely
It's
now fragile Booyah.
hasn't it?
I have Booyah and I have Sus as fuck, and it seems to be exactly what you need.
Touch of Evil, welcome in. You're on a turning 10 stream streak. We appreciate you. Thanks for hanging with us and enjoying this story. Okay, so can we all hear the music? It's kind of a little bit low from me. I'm gonna boop it up a little bit. The file tempo. There we go. Gotta keep it creepy. Okay. So as you kind of stand there now, this large sort of maybe 8 foot tall by 5 foot wide section of the walls pushes back and just sort of rumbles and slides into the wall from which it was placed, and it slides to your right. You see down these stairs now there is a large sandy chamber. It is pitch black down there. Maybe you can see some columns, I'm not sure. Who would like to go down into the creepy sand-filled sub-basement first?
Well, Scales will just exclaim, "Oh man, secret door!"
Okay.
And he's trying to look down, but his vision will end where his torch ends, which is only about 7 or 8 steps down.
It sure will.
Arixium, who can see 200 feet into darkness, will step closer.
Arixium, I'm going to move us over to another map then. That I did not have prepared the last time because I didn't expect you to get in here. But there you are. So I'm going to move you. I'm going to shift ping. It's quite a small map. You can see there are a number of... Sorry, also, listeners and viewers, if you hear some banging and stuff like that in the background, our neighbors are getting some work done, so yeah, you'll have to live with it. Hopefully it will coincide with like someone's like swing of a mace or something.
Yeah,
someone's skull gets impacted. So we can but hope. Great excuse. Okay, so Rixium, you've just walked straight down onto the sand. Now what you see are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 intact pillars and 1 smashed pillar. But in the center of the sand here and towards the back of the chamber, you can see what is a statue of a Dragonborn sitting cross-legged. They seem to be holding it looks like a stone tablet.
Just to say, Scales will have once Arixium started down the stairs, Scales will have stuck close to him just with his weapon out. I didn't realize Arixium went straight down the stairs, so Scales will have been with him.
Cool. I'm just looking at your hit points, guys. So we're looking at 59 of 101 for Fog Off, 56 out of 61. Robert, you're fucking squishy as hell. Theodore, 67 of 120. Arixium, 76 of 101. And Scales, 132 of 152. You have taken some knocks from these fights. Yes, an old Song of Days would say smash the pillars. Indeed. That's a fucking blast from the past. Yeah, so what are you doing? The sand, the smell of this room is it doesn't smell like you're at the beach. The sand is sort of it smells musty. It smells old. And as you look around Eryxium, you can see there's cobwebs everywhere. What is your passive perception?
14. Be impressed.
Okay, with your passive perception of 14, Robert, do you have dark vision?
No, sir.
Okay, has anyone struck a torch yet?
Scales, as always, has a torch in his tail, but the torch for Scales is letting me see. I'll show you where my line of sight kind of ends.
Do you want to give your token?
Here,
Okay, cool.
here,
Oh, so
here.
if I go command L,
Scales sees the two pillars and a pile of rocks and otherwise sand. He doesn't see what's in the far side of the room yet.
cool. If I click Scales' token, I don't know if that changes for anyone else. Kate, can you click Scales' token and click Control L?
This is wild and new, exciting.
No, because you're not
I
DM.
think it's only the DM on the game, Dave.
Ah, shit. Okay, no worries. Yeah. So Scales can just see. I'd say probably down to about after the second pillar there.
Yeah, and Scales is looking very studiously at the sand that he can see, because he remembers a room with sand where there was stuff in the sand before, and he remembers vaguely sticking his finger in sand as well and having something to snap it off.
Yeah.
So he is sort of like, we've just entered a room, it's got a sandy bottom, bad shit's in the sand, I just know it. So he's like, his focus is on the floor.
Okay.
And what's going to happen from the floor.
Fog off. You're up the top of the stairs. Are you currently flying, or are you?
Yeah, I mean, Fog Off very rarely walks.
Okay, cool. That's good to know. That's a question I should have asked before. Sandy bottom, yeah. Okay, cool. So what are we doing, guys?
When Eryxium gets to the bottom of the stairs and sees that there's 8 columns, one that is destroyed, does that column look like it is recently fallen, or is this like...
I think we'll get an investigation check, or if you'd like to argue for something that you're better at, then I will definitely take it.
He would like to intimidate the column for the information. No,
When did you fall?
Perception. What about perception?
Let's go with perception.
Yeah, because he's glancing. He's not like going over and fingerprinting it.
Sand is Scales' doors in D&D. Oh, nice.
19.
19. Definitely not recent.
Right.
With a 19 perception, it was struck by something. The ceiling in here is 20 feet high. So the stairs go down for 30 feet. And the ceiling, is 30 feet high.
Right. He will look up at the ceiling and check the corners in case there's something clinging on it.
Check those corners. With that 19 perception, I'm happy to say that there is nothing up in the ceiling, apart from a lot of cobwebs. But I mean, they're probably made by small, like very, very small spiders that climbed in here through gaps in walls and then just sort of, left webs and then went out. Doesn't seem to be any sort of giant spider activity or any kind of nest-like activity.
Nothing serious, not.
Seeing Eryxium, like, quite obviously, like, checking out, like, the room and what seems to be, like, investigating a little bit. Can we hear / see anything moving within the sand?
Yeah,
Like,
I was
is there
going to
any-
say, with Scales' viewing of the sand as well, I wanted to do a check on the sand, like,
Inside check the sand.
basically.
Yeah,
In
so
sand
thank you. Thank you, Rep, for the lurk. And Technics Theodore will be with us after the break, hopefully. That is Kiva. They are currently busy with work stuff. But we are sort of concentrating on Scales' arc at the moment, so that's it's not too bad. Okay, so who's in? Sorry, Fog Off and Scales are looking at the sand. Can I get investigation checks, please?
Can I argue for perception because he's kind of scanning?
Yes, you can. You're not actually.
He's not looking
digging your
at one
hands in.
spot.
He's looking with his eyes, not his hands.
And he's scanning the whole thing. So I'll argue for.
That's okay.
Something I have slightly better with.
I'm going to crack a boon on that as well. So that's a 15 total.
15 total for investigation.
I'm going to re-roll that using my inspiration, or well, one of the inspirations.
I love it. I love it. We've 18 in the pot. Let's get through them, guys.
Perception, just because I really don't want a sandworm to eat me. 16.
16. Okay. How about a little rock grub or something? That'd be fun. I think with a 16, you can see this sand hasn't been disturbed in thousands of years.
What does it feel like between the toesies? Is it coarse? Is it really
coarse
fine?
and gritty, and it gets everywhere.
Okay, in between the scales, like.
In between the scales, yeah.
Damn.
Here's a weird question.
Yeah.
Is it actually sand?
It
Are you
is.
gonna taste test it? Lick it.
It is sand, yeah. It is sand.
Just want to check it's not ground up bones over centuries.
Ooh, that would be fun, but I didn't think of that. So no, it is. It is now. No, it's sand. It's sand. Definitely sand.
So
Definitely
it's sand. Is it sand that somebody took the time to import from like the coast?
Yes, it is.
Okay, interesting. Good to know. That's a phone question, not a scales question.
It is. It's definitely. Well, I mean, yeah, it's been imported from somewhere for sure. And this room has been
carried by swallows.
You could, if you want, you can attempt to dig down and see how deep it goes. I'd need a bunch of athletics checks and maybe some tool proficiencies to do so, but I'm here for it. In the meantime,
the thing is, I think once Scales knows that there's nothing obviously bad about the sand, I could see him like using his hands to sort of start digging a little hole to see how deep he could get.
And I'd love you to tell me where he does that in this battle map.
I think he'd just do it literally here in front of him.
Okay.
Like, once he's satisfied that there's no ripples in the sand or obvious signs of something coming, and I think he trusts that Eryxium is like doing there's no wooden monstrosity up ahead that's going to animate and come to life and kill us. So, yeah, I could honestly see him kneeling down to kind of like play with the sand a little bit, like, because I do think that like in the basement of a room in a tower in the middle of the country, nowhere near the coast, a sandy floor would ping his like, why is there sand kind of notion. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Scales is going to start digging just in front of him.
I love it. Okay, I will get athletic checks. Sorry, an athletics check, please.
An athletics check. Okay.
Yarp.
Oh, that was almost a nat 20, you motherfuckers. Okay, 10. He's not very good at building with sand.
So that is a 2 for a 10.
You have to get it wet first, Scales, to be able to make shapes with it.
That's true.
Try pissing on it.
Well, he won't piss on it, but he will definitely pull out his water bottle.
Okay.
There's a statue up ahead.
Okay, but I have water and I have to put the wet on the sand.
It's a Dragonborn.
What?
The statue, it's a Dragonborn.
So
something.
Before Scales completely abandons digging his hole, how far did he get with his athletics 10?
I'd say you got about maybe a foot or two down. It seems to be very tightly packed the further down you get.
And does it do that thing with like dry sand where as soon as you start to make a little bit of progress, it all starts sliding back in?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, the mention of a Dragonborn statue is going to obviously completely derail Scales' sand playing plans.
Okay. That's no problem. So as we look at the statue, what are the rest of you guys doing, please?
What he says about this statue, I'm probably going to fly over a little bit closer and have a nosy.
Yeah,
because I'd be like that sometimes.
I'm actually keeping an ear out to hear if I can hear any irony needles behind us. Like, did those guys follow us in, or are they?
Sorry, what follow you in?
The guys outside the dungeon, those spiky
Oh, the
iron troll
Corrins.
things.
No, they're busy doing their thing.
Okay.
Smashing
getting
up
stoned.
yeah, they're pretty much like smashing up the previously petrified adventurers that came to fight the Drakewar princess, and they are because again, like stone that has been created by a creature that can petrify things with its gaze is highly valuable. Obviously,
That's-
mostly so to the person that used to be the person that was petrified. That's who it's like the most valuable to. But you cannot mine this kind of stone. It's incredibly rare, and the cards can do some fucking amazing shit with it.
It's precisely why I'm listening for them based on the statue I'm seeing. Like, I don't want them to come down
They
here
are
and
way
then
too
we have a
busy outside
disagreement about who this
doing their
belongs to.
thing.
Okay.
So I don't know if there was any traps in the sand, but once Orixium had said there's a statue over there of a Dragonborn, Scales basically stood up and took a straight path until his torch found him the statue. So he's just traversed in a straight line. If I've triggered any traps.
Oh, I'll definitely let you know. You'll be the first to know. But as you sort of walk up now, you can see there is a Dragonborn, a statue. What looks like a statue of a Dragonborn on the ground, holding a what looks like a stone tablet. The words on the tablet are still legible. There's been not much erosion here or any sort of reason why they wouldn't be. I mean, there's some sand in the crevices of the letters, but just one kind of blow and you can see it all just like blows out, and you can see the words. It's written in Draconic.
So a ruling from you, Dave, and I'll go with your decision on this. So Scales inherently understands when he hears Draconic and he can speak Draconic. I don't know, do you want to make reading Draconic or recognizing the written language as a racial memory type thing, or is it something you want to learn?
I think these are okay. So you were a baby when you were petrified.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think that's fair. It's not going to be something that we're going to. I think for flavor, yeah, we'll say yeah. You can't read it, but I think there will be. I don't know. I think yeah. Somebody can.
Orixium probably can.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was Mizelu or Orixium, but I'm pretty sure one or both of you have Draconic in your language base.
I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy if someone can do it for you. Yeah, but I think it's more realistic that you can only speak it.
Okay, so I have two quick questions about the statue as soon as I'm kind of up by it. The first one being, it's more to do with the world and the eradication of the Dragonborn generally. So would Scales have ever actually seen a statue representation of a Dragonborn before? Like, he's seen visual artwork, be it murals?
No, you would not.
So statues are... So this is the first time he's seeing a three-dimensional Dragonborn. Yes. Okay. And is the figure recognizable from the VR reel that played upstairs?
Can I get a history check with advantage, given that it is quite
recent?
I'm
guessing what I'm going for here is how much older is this Dragonborn than she was in the vision? You can have a 6 or a 6.
I'll take the 6, but if you want to use one of your 17 inspos, I think this is good. I think you will get prompted as well by other people that saw this.
There we go, 17.
17, okay. Yes, she looks to be...
Was Robert the only one who saw it other than me? Or did someone else see it as well? I thought it was just me and Robert. And maybe Theo?
Rixium, sorry, because he was in the room before anyone else.
Yeah, I wasn't in there. I didn't see much of it.
It was Theo and Robert that was outside the door. Fogoff was at the door, so it was Scales and Orixium that was in there.
Okay, cool. So Orixium saw it as well. Okay.
Yeah, and I think this is definitely Vareth, who sort of wandered into the your mother's programmed illusion, and You can see Eryxium. Do you read him right? Draconic?
He does.
Yeah. You can see on the stone tablet, it says, close your eyes and keep them closed until you feel the hands on your shoulders.
Keep your eyes. Keep them closed. Until you feel the hands on your shoulders.
Yeah. Do you read that out to Scales?
Yeah, I think he'll just like, as he's reading, yeah, it's like, it won't be like he reads and then says, like, as he's reading, he's like, he just dictates it out, like, close your eyes, keep them closed until you feel the hands on your shoulders.
So, what was her name again?
Vareth. Vareth. Vareth.
So Vareth was a kind of a young teen female.
She was about 17.
Carrying a baby.
She looked about 17, yeah.
Okay, so
and she was carrying baby Scales.
She would be presumably, and she's sitting cross-legged.
Yeah.
So she would be quite a bit shorter than Scales is standing. So Scales, not knowing, like, the natural assumption for Scales is this is just a statue of a Dragonborn, which is amazing, but, you know, not his sister. But it could be a representation of what he believes is his sister. So he'll have knelt down to be as, like, close to the level of the statue and kind of absorbing, like, really staring at the features and trying to, you know, that kind of feeling of, like, trying to visually soak in every detail and examine it. But I think at this point, until... And even when you read that out, close your eyes, keep them closed until you feel the hands on your shoulder. I think Scales is probably of the impression at the moment that this is just a statue representing his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. Scales, are you just looking at the statue? Are you poking at it? Are you looking with your eyes, your hands?
I think it's mostly eyes. I imagine, you know that kind of thing where you see something and you reach out to touch it, but your fingers hover like a couple of millimeters above it because you're almost afraid that if you try to touch it, it won't be real. That kind of feeling. So I'd say he's reaching for her face, and his hand is just kind of hovering millimeters away from the surface of the stone because he just can't quite touch it yet.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just observing to see what happens.
Okay. Eryxium, Robert, are you going to speak with Scales about what you believe the truth of this to be? Or are you going to just...
I'm going to just take a look over the room, see if there's any indication of what the room's purpose was.
Okay.
And I suppose just for the rest of the party, just a little bit meta here, but just to explain Scales' thinking. Had this been somebody in clearly in elaborate robes or, you know, the leader of a pact or something, he'd totally believe it, given what he's seen on the way in here with all the petrified people. He'd totally assumed that this was a petrified person. What's going on for him, I think, is that it's so wildly unimaginable to him that this could be what he has recently discovered is his sister. So
okay, so but Scales is aware that they did the same thing for him, right?
He is, but it's just that thing of you know, it's so wildly unexpected for him. It's so out there. It's so much the thing he might have wished for deep in his heart as a child for many years, that the idea that this could actually be the thing he's always wanted would be to have somebody, another Dragonborn, another actual, first of all, Dragonborn, but now potentially an actual family member. It's just so much something he would have probably wished for that he's not. His brain is automatically kind of going to go, this is just a statue, you know?
Yeah.
It's cool. It's amazing. This is brilliant.
Life's not that kind.
But life is not that kind. It's too unimaginable that this would actually be a petrified Dragonborn. Whereas, like I said, if it was anything else, he probably would have gone straight to the idea that this was a petrified individual.
Yeah.
But his brain is just on a short circuit.
Okay. Arixium, Robert, you're looking around. I'll take an investigation check. I mean, it's very difficult to discern and figure out what the use of this place was, just given how plain it is. There's no tools or hooks or any sort of indications.
I'll also feel around a bit in the sand if that helps.
You definitely can. How deep are you feeling around?
Like a hand's depth.
A hand's depth. That's a 30. Fuck you and your 30 investigations.
No, no, it is.
With a 30 investigation, a hand's depth, so just your wrist down.
Yeah, like
cool. There's nothing really there. When you go that deep, I think even with a 30, I mean, maybe it was used for storage. It is quite cool down here. Could have been used to store dead bodies or to store food, or I mean, it would definitely keep things.
Okay, so it doesn't look like there's something like another door, like this is like a royalty escape passage, or
definitely not. No.
Okay, cool.
Arixium's hand has reached for his handy haversack, but he pauses. The statue is like sitting down in like a yoga pose almost, cross-legged.
Yes.
Completely exposed. Or are they sitting on like a plinth?
They are.
Or is there some of the
sitting
statue
on the
under
sand. And the sand,
slightly covered.
There is a dusting of sand over them. Now I will say that
It's
whatever
more the depth of the statue, not a dusting. Like
it has
Is it
sort
loose?
of it
Can you
has
pick
sort
it
of
up?
subsided a little bit. So like maybe the ankles and the legs might be slightly covered since she turned to stone.
Arixium is going to brush away some sand from around the base and make sure that there isn't a second stone hand grasping this statue.
Okay.
Hey, friend, before you do that, let me do it with this first, just in case. Wouldn't want you losing your sword arm now. And I'll just use my mage hand to essentially do what he was just about to do.
Are you going to let that happen?
Yeah, he needs my help, so what he says I think is in good faith.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm trying to stop him losing his arm.
Yeah. As you use your mage hand now to sort of almost dig out the bottom of the Varret statue, you can see. Yeah, I mean, you sort of excavator, if that's the correct term. You unearth the very bottom of the statue that was Vareth, and is there writing in the base? There's not. And as you do that, I think Arixium and Fogoff and Robert, you're fairly aware that this is definitely a person that has been turned to stone. And when they did so, obviously the weight beneath them increased. So, welcome in, Sol of 10. The weight beneath them, the weight of the statue increased, and so they would have subsided a little bit into the sand, but not like halfway up to their waist or whatever. So, I mean, that fairly well explains that. There are sort of small, sort of diggy holes now, as the mage hand does its work and kind of scoops it out, and you can see Vareth probably was wearing some fluffy socks, with holes for their claws on their toenails.
See, the only reason I wanted to do that was it seems too perfect that in this chamber there's effectively a princess of the Dragonborn nation. If I was a vindictive person and wanted to get vengeance, I would the thought going through Arixium's head is that bury yourself in the sand and hold the statue, and if anyone ever restores them, you could get restored due to contact. You're part of that statue. Because you don't want to resurrect their sister and have a fucking lich jump out of the sand.
I mean, that would be a hell of a thing to happen.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to make sure that that little finger sticking to the statue.
We're giving Dave more and more ideas here.
You absolutely are. You absolutely are. But I will say, I will put your fears to rest, in as much as I'm happy to say with the mage hand and the investigation checks, there is nothing sort of touching or connected to Vareth beneath or around it.
Well, with that security information feeling, Rixium will turn to Scales and say, put your hands on their shoulders.
And Scales, despite having just had the passage read out to him, will be like, that's a bit weird, but okay. So I think by now, while all that was happening around him, he probably has hit the point where he's actually touched the statue very gently at first and then a bit more firmly. So he will lay his hands on each shoulder.
As you lay your hands on the shoulder of Vareth, Princess Vareth, indeed, the room shakes, and you see in the in each corner of the room, except for the stairs, the sand begins to rumble and move, and up from the sand, and almost caving in beneath it, you see these massive gargantuan stone hands begin to climb and claw their way out of the sand. As I am going to get everyone in a second, once I check the turn order, where the fuck is the turn order, to roll initiative, as I'm going to remove all turns, and there we are, boop. As I'm going to let you see, where the fuck is my GM layer? There we go. I know how to use Roll20. Boop. Tokens. As 3 stone golems climb out of the sand. And you can see this grinding of stone on stone as these things are... The whole room shifts as the sand has been displaced. These things were about 20 feet down, and they begin to climb their way out up. And for the next 2 rounds, this whole area is difficult terrain as the sand begins to resettle and reset now. And I think it's time to roll initiative. I'm just gonna. Do you know what? I won't. I'll roll for each one just for the fuck of it.
Can I ask a mechanical question?
You can.
Is currently, as it's a statue, is this considered an object?
Sorry, Vareth.
No, Vareth.
Vareth is, yes.
Okay. I also have a question about Vareth. So she's a 17-year-old-ish dragonborn.
Yes.
Made of stone. How heavy? What is the likelihood that Scales can pick that statue up? Given its weight. You can think about it until it Scales' turn.
I will, yeah, thank you.
I think you know where I'm going with this.
I do, yes, I do indeed. And we're going to go with some Havoc music. Let us know how the music is, guys, when it kicks in. Shit's gonna get real. Let's reorder the turn order now as you see these stone golems climb their way out of the... oh, Jesus, one of them. Robert, a 10! I'm shocked and appalled.
2.
Sure, I have
2.
Sorry.
That's okay. Maybe you'll beat the 16.
I'm going to preemptively say on the accountant's behalf, can we color code the...
Yes, we
golems?
can. Sorry, you are dead right. So I'm going to go, this one is going to be red. The next one, sorry, as I scroll down, so it's going to go in the order red. No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. It's going to be RGB, because I'm into broadcast, and that's the way we color, we order our stuff. RGB, red, green, blue. I'm going to give this fella a blue one. God, that one really fucking... What's going on here? Boop, blue. Okay, so red, green, blue.
One more quick pre-copper question. What do these statues look like? Are they Dragonborn featured? Are they just stone golems?
They are just your kind of bog standard stone golems. They have these sort of very sort of vague features. They're just these sort of male decorative statues, and they are kind of vaguely humanoid, but it's there's not a lot of detail on them. They were built for smashing, not built for fucking admiring. Give us a shout and give us a steer in the music, guys. Fog off. I think you're first. Let's go.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Would I know, are these considered creatures?
I'll tell you now. I don't think they are. I think they are considered constructs. But yes,
That's
a
what I
construct is it like I think everything's a creature, right? Everything alive is a creature. No.
It's a grey area in D&D. Like, is it a creature? Is it a monster?
So what are you hoping to do?
I want to scare them.
Okay, I will tell you they are immune to the frightened condition.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know that.
I think you're level 10. You fought constructs before. I think you would know that, like, undead and fucking statues. You know, you've never ever managed to frighten them.
Shit. Okay. Remind me again, who was that person that died in the room above? Remember, Robert took the soul of one of them, or the whatever.
Oh, Brad and Chad, the
Brad and Chad,
Dragonborns.
Yeah. Who are they though to the court?
I mean, they're just. I mean, look, I'm sure they have backstories, but they would be just. They would be career guards.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I'd have known that from their address.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Sorry, I'm trying to game this as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Fuck it. How big is this? I need to know. 10-foot radius. That's not too big. Yeah, fuck it. That'd do. On this one here, why can I not click? Hello? Why can I not?
There
we go.
There you go.
On that one there, I am going to cast Shatter.
That's very. Your blue is very like your D-range Rhino. Brand.
That's why I picked it.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
That's exactly what. Because
That's like nice.
The same as my mic.
Yeah. That's super cool.
That's very much my iconic color.
I like it. Okay, cool. So you're going to cast Shatter then. So these guys, what kind of a saving throw are we looking at? What does your Shatter spell look like?
It's a con save. I'm just working out what level I want to do it at.
I have an advantage on these because these stone golems have magic resistance.
Actually, that changes what I want to do then. Fuck it. Not that I know that, actually. No, I'll do my Shatter and then I'm going to do something else instead. Yes, so Shatter, and I'm going to do it at level... We're just going to do it at level 2 for now.
Looking at the con save.
Please, yeah.
What's the DC?
19.
It's a 9, my friend.
So he takes 21
Sorry, it's 11.
thunder.
21.
That's fine, yeah.
I think it does double damage on constructs, isn't it?
Each takes 3d8 thunder damage on first save. If it's made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal, it has disadvantage. That would have been a straight roll.
Okay, yeah.
It doesn't say anything about extra damage, though.
No worries, that's cool.
There is another spell that does that, though. I know the one you're on about.
Yeah, cool. All right, cool. So let's get your damage roll then, and you tell me what your shadow spell looks like.
There is 21.
21. Okay, against which one? Sorry, this one here.
The one closest to me. Yeah, because he's fucking near me.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Minus 21. I love it. Okay, incredible. What are we doing?
So basically, from he comes out that sand, and it looks as if that sand is still reverberating, but it isn't. It's where the sand itself just rises up in this massive explosive type frost, and actually grinds him down with the sand rubbing across the stone and ripping it apart.
Okay. Love it. Anything else for Fog Off? I think Fog Off, you will have felt though that there was some sort of innate magic resistance fighting your spell, but I think you knew that it didn't kick back against your spell because of the spell you cast.
Right.
Which
gotcha.
Put it at disadvantage.
Gotcha. Okay. And then I just moved myself around that pillar.
Okay,
Yeah,
lovely. Okay.
Yeah, basically, Stone
Excellent.
Blaster. That's exactly what it was.
Okay, moving over to here. This stone golem here is going to make 2 attacks. It's not going to move. It's going to make 2 slam attacks. Oh, what's happening here?
Apologies, I forgot I was piloting Theodore. I never rolled his initiative.
Oh, okay, no worries. Let's reorder the turn order and let's move past Foggo. This stone golem now is going to make 2 attacks. He doesn't move. He is targeting this pillar.
Oh shit!
And it's around about the same time that I forgot to say the door up here slams shut.
I'm not too worried about that one.
The door you came in slams shut. The stone golem is going to make 2 slam attacks. Boop, boop. I am definitely re-rolling that one. So let's go slam attack again. I'll just make it as a 24 and a 21. 2 hits. These pillars all have different hit points. So that is 49 points of damage against this pillar. You see now this huge stone golem just crawl out now. The sand displacing and moving around it as it sort of nearly uses the pillar itself to climb and pull itself out. You can see now that the pillars they sink deep into the sand and probably maybe 40, 50, 60 feet below as the stone golem just begins. Sand shakes from the ceiling now as the ceiling itself vibrates. You can see the pillar chunks of it fall down. Lumps of the ceiling fall, land pretty close to Varret, Statue Varret now. I think you guys are all aware that if Statue Varret takes any damage in this situation, your flesh to stone or your greater restoration is going to work out very differently than it would if they've taken no damage. That is it for the stone golem. Scales, what are we doing? That was 49. Let me just write that down.
So Scales is going to enter a rage.
Yes.
So he will rage and his ancestral protectors will pop up around him.
Yep.
And then instead of doing any attacks though, he is just going to at least attempt to lift the statue and use all his movement to get towards the door. And let me just see. So if I pick the statue up, so assuming I
the
start...
statue is incredibly heavy. We're looking at probably quarter of a ton.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, do you want me to half my movement or...
No, I'd first like an athletics check from you, please.
Okay.
And we'll go from there, I think.
Yeah, I figure it would be safe to say his movement is going to be curtailed by the fact
It
that
absolutely will,
he successfully does this.
And given that you are in difficult terrain as well, it's going to be curtailed even more. I need from you an 18 for this. So would you like to use a boon? Do you have
I
one?
will attempt... I think I have a boon.
Okay, you do. You have 2.
I do, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to use a boon on that. Come on, boon.
I'll have the 2.
Okay.
Scales, as you sort of you hunker down now. If you've ever seen these people out in the fields lifting these huge stones just to kind of waddle along these feats of strength back in the farmland of Somerton, you feel your mind is cast back to this again, and you sort of get under now. The sand gives way beneath your feet, and you just you lift and you kind of shift your weight. You now have Statue of Arth. Your movement is quartered. Because
so
we're in
60 down to
difficult
15.
terrain and halved again.
5, 10, 15. Okay, so he will get to essentially...
Absolutely right.
So with my movement and the pounce that comes with the rage, 60 quartered down to 15, once he picks up the statue, we'll get him to essentially here. So...
Okay.
I don't know. Am I allowed to move Vareth? No. She's probably a static object, is she?
I'm just going to say she's with you, okay?
Oh, okay, so
because that is
an
an asset from Incarnate. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'll what is it to yeah, I'll just move him to there. So that's what Scales is doing. He's entered a rage. He's grabbed the statue and he's just gonna try and, even though he probably heard.
Oh, sorry. If you entered a rage, then you have advantage on athletics checks. So take that boon back.
Oh, okay. I got my boon back. Woohoo! So, but his movement would still be the same. So that's Scales' turn to just pick up the statue and slowly start pegging his way towards the door, with the logic that even if the door has slammed getting her onto the steps will at least be safer than down here.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, you feel your feet sink into the sand now again because it's been displaced, but also because you have the sheer weight of the burden you carry. Now as you move through, you're kind of it's very, you can feel twinges in your back now. This is going to be a very uncomfortable couple of nights sleep over the next few long rests. But we're moving on to Robert. Robert, what are you doing?
Have you guys... Could we try turning her into not a statue? I will ask the group if that's something they can do.
I think if I will invite a free round of flat intelligence checks.
You probably
From
just get
everyone?
a grunt from from Scale saying busy.
Okay, 20. It's an intelligence save, but
fuck.
we're all rolling intelligence saves here except for Rhino, who rolled a 20, which I think is enough. Rhino, you would be aware that
Oh, nat 20.
not 20 Erixium, holy shit. I think you would be aware, and Fogoff would be aware, that any damage taken to Statue Vareth will be permanent and irreparable.
Okay, so
Any damage taken to possibly alive. There is no guarantee that she will be alive when you cast Greater Restoration. Any damage taken by alive Vareth is healable.
okay.
Release the bees.
Can I answer then to what Robert had said?
Yeah, absolutely. Free action
Okay.
to talk or
Then I just-
object interaction.
I just say to as an answer, we need to keep that statue safe. Erixium Scales, get it behind the pillar. Theodore, Robert, you take on that one. I'll try and keep these two motherfuckers here. Get them sorted.
Okay, Robert, what are you doing?
I'm hoping that if we turn them back into a living being, that these things will stop attacking us. But
Currently, they haven't
Yeah.
attacked anyone yet.
haven't attacked. Okay.
They've attacked the pillars
Oh,
that are
okay.
holding up the roof and the
roof.
entirety of this tower.
And that door
That is currently above you,
completely-
and the
completely
door
sand-
to exit this room has slammed shut.
Not capable of paralyzing this thing. Yes. Okay. I mean, I'll try to attack it. I have a magical dagger. If that.
Cool. Can you get a bit closer to your mic?
Yes.
Thank
Sorry.
you very much.
How's this?
Yes.
Better?
Bit better, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I will I'll attack it with my ring and my silver dagger.
Okay, let's roll to hit with your magical silver dagger of returning. This is a missile weapon.
I will take aim to do it.
Okay,
Try to see if I can target the weak spot.
no problem. Silver dagger's at 20. So did you do steady aim?
Yes, I did.
Steady aim, so you cannot. You haven't moved yet.
I have not moved.
Okay, so 28. That's a not 20. Let's get a D100 then, please, and let's see how we go.
Could I do my sneak attack damage first?
You absolutely can, yeah, because you had advantage in the roll.
17 for the first slot, and then the critical damage.
It doubles, right?
Yeah, it's double.
Oh, look
Double
at
the
that,
dice.
blue. I like that.
So yeah, it's sure.
34, 36. Is the piercing counted?
Yes, that's my base damage.
So that's 42 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's immune to piercing and slashing from non-magical weapons. They are magical weapons, so it's going to take all of this.
Cool.
So what's the total? She did what? You did
42.
42. Okay, against the
Nice.
one closest to you.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this... Robert, I don't think you have high hopes here, just given the sheer size and scale of this thing. You fling the dagger in an underhanded throw, and it seems to sort of... It seems to find a spot between what would be the thigh and the groin if this were a living creature, and it wedges right in there. It goes to take a step forward, and it's almost like the dagger returning has now become like a python that you would use to like maybe 10 off to split a whole rock in half, and it almost does the sneak attack damage to itself, and there's a large crack as it sort of lurches forward now. So that was it takes all of that. That hurts. Do you want to roll your D100?
Yes. 44.
That is 44. Still could have gone for a draw. You're able to maneuver and harass them. After your attack, you can choose automatically to succeed in grappling your opponent if you have a free hand, or shoving your opponent if both hands are in use. Would you like to grapple a huge a stone golem?
No, but could I try to like say that I shoved him to make him broke?
No. I admire the
I can't.
admire you being a tello.
Like I threw the dagger.
Unfortunately, it is right in the corner here, so it has a bit of leverage there. So So okay, moving on then. If that's it for Robert, Theodore, what are we doing?
Theodore will look down at his weapon and then go, guys, this is a bone saw. Just wait for a response. Like, statues don't have bones.
So do you need a stone saw?
I saw them up for Slayer.
He's better than Spider-Man.
Hit it! Just hit it!
Is this a place touched by evil?
How would we determine that?
I don't know. I mean,
Okay,
there was evil upstairs. The demented creature. We are in proximity to the Dragon King's tomb, which holds a lich.
It's a couple of miles away. It's a good few miles away, deeper into the forest. I think no, this is not some sort of deconsecrated or desecrated place.
Right.
Neither was upstairs now, but what you had were people who willingly accepted the transformation to undead in order to do their eternal duty and protect the remnants of this kingdom.
All right, so grim psychometry wouldn't work on this place because it needs to.
Do you want to drop it in? Let me see.
Yeah. Skadoosh.
When you reach 9th level, you gain a supernatural talent for discerning the secrets surrounding mysteries, relics, or places touched by evil. Okay. Now you make it intelligent to recall information. I think, I don't know. I've let Kiva use this before, and I'm happy to use it. Like I don't like. I know it says grim psychometry, but I'm flexible on using it in places that aren't necessarily evil.
We just had another M, and it's the grim psychometry.
Yeah, it is. So I'm happy to let you use that if you want to use it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I assume you can use it as an action in the battle, yeah. Because I think Theodore is gonna, after saying this is a bone saw, these are statues. They didn't activate, if that's the correct word, until the Dragonborn statue was touched. So Theodore is going to attempt to look into the past to see maybe the setting up of the golems when they were buried, if there was like a trigger word, like if someone needs to speak the phrase of like praise Bahamut, or just to try to discern some information.
Okay, cool. As you use your grim psychometry, Theodore kneels down on the sand and puts one hand into it. His eyes roll back in his head now and cast back thousands of years ago to the building and the creation of this chamber, and you can see like people leaving now with buckets of sand, or buckets that would have contained sand. He gets a sense of the Dragonborn Queen pointing here, there, and everywhere at the pillars. You can see there are parts of this room that haven't been filled yet. It hasn't been filled up to the level that it's filled up at now. You can still see sort of the tips of the stone golem heads. And can I get a what will we do? What's Theodore's Arcana like?
Decent.
Let's get an Arcana check.
17.
17's enough. There are snatches of conversation or snatches of voices that come through here, and you hear Theodore. If they know it's us. You hear. If all goes well and we defeat it, then. Let me just check one thing. Because I have taken this for granted, actually.
Bowed is in the tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
Shit, okay. Okay, so there is, so Theodore, as you kneel down and put your hand onto the sand, you are thrown back. Again, this whole room is not fully filled yet. You can see maybe the head and shoulders of these stone golems as the place is being filled with sand still. But on this sand stands the Dragonborn Queen with a number of her retinue and wizards beside her. And you hear with that 17 Arcana snatches of conversation. A magical touch will not trigger these, but any other will. If it's us, and we have been successful, then all we need to do is cast Greater Restoration and they won't be activated. Thrown back to now as the sand begins to shift beneath you. Theodore, you look around and realize it is too late. You have triggered this trap, but I think one of the last things you hear or see is the Dragonborn Queen look over her shoulder in roughly this direction. And that's all I'm going to say about that. What else would you like to do with your turn, Theodore? My boys are about to smashy some pillars.
He is gonna head towards this pillar.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Operation Robert Shield. Yes, that is Theodore's turn.
Okay, Theodore, moving on to our stone golem here. Boop. This guy here is going to move down and he is going to smash the pillars as well. We're going to get two. Do you know what? He's not. He is. He's going to go 2 slam attacks. Boop, boop. That's fuck off. So 13 is going to hit. The pillar has an AC of 10. I am going to reroll that other one, though. What's that?
Same pillar?
Yes, same pillar.
He moved down to slam the same pillar.
This green guy, it's this green guy's turn now. So he's moving down. I'm going to use another inspo. That's an 18 to hit. So that is 2, 16, and 20. There's another 36 points of damage onto that. That is 85 points of damage. Enough to cross this pillar out. You see now, he smashes it. The ceiling and the floor of the Drakewar Tower above begins to shake. Stones begin to just fall now. Scales, can I get a dexterity saving throw, please? With advantage because you have danger sense, as random rocks are falling from the ceiling now and could do some damage to Vareth. Vareth. Statue Vareth.
So I have 2 provisos on this one. The first one being, I do think the encumbrance of the statue should probably cancel my advantage.
Okay, I'm in.
Fair.
Yeah.
But also that.
Do you know what? No, I'm happy to say no. I think this is like we hear. This is like the the mother lifting the fucking car off her child with sheer adrenaline. I'm happy. Like, that's what your danger sense is. I think we will
leave it with the advantage. Okay. The other thing, just to clarify, because it'll probably maybe come up at some point, is Scales' entire focus is on rescuing or saving this statue at the moment. So if rocks start to fall, Scales is literally going to shield the statue with himself. So,
okay, cool.
Just to throw that out there. But
That's fine. So let's get your dexterity saving throw first. That's a 7. A 14. Okay.
14.
I need a 15 for this. Would you like to use an inspo or a boon?
I'll use a boon because it's it's a guarantee to get 15.
You don't need to use either. You're in Erixium's already for +5.
Oh, you do?
Oh, right.
Excellent.
Okay, I get my boon back again. Sorry,
you do get
Kate.
your boon back again. The boon hath returned. Okay, cool. Scales, you just sort of manage these. You're not sure if it's luck or instinct, but these huge chunks of ceiling now are just dropping, just landing flat in the sand, throwing this sand everywhere into your eyes. Your eyes are stinging. You daren't drop the statue to rub them, but you continue to make your way. Make your way on. We're on to Erixium. Erixium, what are we doing? Hey, El, welcome in. Great to have you here.
Seeing the golems rise, the roof fall, the columns shatter, and the delicate statue and Scales sinking, Erixium is going to pull a scroll from his pocket.
What are we doing?
He is going to read from the book, and he is going to greatly restore the statue. He's going to reach out his right hand and place it on the shoulder of the statue.
Okay.
Time to wake up, little one.
Okay, so you're going to cast Greater Restoration. What is your max? So let me just work out. If anyone knows how casting spell scrolls at a higher level works,
it's just whatever's stored in the scroll, isn't it?
Is it? There's no roll like in
and you use the components inside it.
Yeah, I don't think you.
So
can
it just works. I love it. I love it.
scroll.
Okay. So Erixium, as you read out these words now, it's a tantalizing and tempting glimpse into a level of power that you have not achieved yet. The ability to cast 5th level spells, and it roars through your body. And as the spell manifests through your reading of this spell scroll, you hear that voice and that tingle down your spine again, and she says, I could grant you the power. I could give this to you. You could do it all day, every day, if you were mine once again. The spell is successful. You see now the stone, it almost looks as if it's just paint flaking off a wall, and you see in front of you and between Scales, you see a teenage dragonborn. Blue.
Oh, look at her. She's so gorgeous.
Blue with these scales, wearing this tan cloak, and her eyes just flutter open. These large, beautiful green eyes with these sort of this small, stumpy snout as she kind of looks around. One hand reaches out towards you, Erixium, and her head kind of lolls over, and she sees Scales, and a small smile creeps across her head.
And Scales will exclaim, "Holy fucking shit!" in character.
I would like to.
He will struggle to move the statue from like the hold you would have on a statue, which is kind of holding a statue,
moving a boulder. Yeah.
He'll kind of shuffle his arms as best he can, really fast, to get her into sort of like a more of a bridal carry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can feel that she is. So she has been a statue for a very long time. I think it will take a while for her to come to and truly realize what's going on. So you are doing the right thing by carrying her. She is just a token. Anyone should be able to move her. I haven't linked her to a character sheet yet. Erixium, anything else you'd like to do? That was your action. Remove that spell scroll. I will return in 1 second. I just need to take a tablet. 1 second.
Just to say, I can't move her token. I don't know, Kate, if you can muck about with the token.
You probably need to give access to everyone.
Yeah. Look how cute Scales' sister is, though. Look at those blue scales. She's so pretty.
To me, it looks like a drawing of a 90s cartoon character that you'd watch as a kid.
Oh no, she's beautiful, and she's going to be so smart to balance how stupid Scales is. Scales has a sister, everyone! Oh my god!
Imagine they're just both like a bag of bricks. Like,
oh yeah. Like, you're going to be herding 2 cats now instead of 1 cat?
Yeah.
Oh jeez,
Imagine
worse.
Imagine we get outside and Valda's just waiting there and kidnaps her now.
Don't.
No, then he dies. He dies. Straight away.
I'm going to message Dave, say, here's an idea.
I like to think, Scales is predisposed to being a bit thick, but I will also say that, like, he was adopted by farmers who wanted something strong in their offspring to help with the farm, so
Yeah.
there was probably a bit of nature versus nurture with Scales, so I'm liking to think that his sister would have been educated better.
Are you saying the farmers were dumb and only taught you how to use your muscles?
No,
Use your muscles.
I would even say, as fond as Scales is of his parents, possibly they very purposefully decided not to educate him so that he would be a dumb brawn too. Essentially, one step up from the donkey or the oxen to pull the cart.
So it's basically the story of Hercules.
Hercules. Okay, cool. So we are back. Erixium, have you got a bonus action or movement you would like to use?
Yes. Excuse me. Greater healing is how many d4s plus?
So to 44 plus 4, I think, is your bonus action if you want to roll it.
44 plus 4. Yes, he will do that. Yes, he
Welcome
will
back to life.
Oh, you're going to pour that into
Vareth,
you or Vareth?
No, Rixium's going to down that and stand in the way of the 2 golems.
Okay, lovely, excellent. Oh wow!
44.
Oh
That
my
is
God!
That is a damn nice roll. I'll take 18.
Look at those fucking 4s, my dude. Shit. Okay, cool. Erixium, that is it for you. We're on to this stone golem here. This one is going to.
No, you'll move slightly
my apologies.
to like be directly in between them and the Dragonbornesses.
Okay, cool. This stone golem here is going to move up to here to take a swing at the pillar, but also now it sees that it knows that Robert did a lot of fucking damage to it, so it's actually going to This is a shit ability. Okay, cool. I think what we will do, it's going to use its action. We may as well fucking move to here, so. And it's going to use its action to cast Slow on Robert and Theodore, please. So I need everyone there, the 2 of you, to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, you cannot use your reactions, your speed is halved, and you cannot make more than 1 attack in your turn.
DC 17.
Wisdom saving throw.
No problem. Hey, no problem for real.
Nice. Erixium, unfortunately Theodore fails it. So Theodore, your speed is halved. You can't take more than 1 action on your turn. 1 attack. In addition, you can either use an action or a bonus action on your turn. These effects last for 1 minute. Target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn. It just reaches out and looks at you. And you can see these huge stone arms. So it reaches out and just points at you. Theodore, you just feel this sort of your heart slowing down as the blood that powers your your whole body begins to just slow down and the circulation just begins to falter. And you feel an intense pain in your chest, Theodore, as you drop to one knee. Robert, you feel a sense of that, but you manage to push through. That is all the stone golem can do. Fog off, we are up to you. Any conditions or effects on you?
Nope.
No, let's go ahead with your round.
So they haven't stopped. They're still trying to do what they're trying to do, right?
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, that's not good for me because I don't want to be drowned in sand and stone.
Well, it's more that the tower is going to collapse on top of you. Yeah, and then you will obviously drown in sand and stone.
I mean, I do have a way out. I could just leave these all here, but sure, fuck it.
100%.
They're stupid enough to stand next to each other, so how about we do shatter again?
Cool. Joe needs to go. Joe, we will see you on the next one. Take care, my friend. Sorry I didn't see that sooner.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. Mind yourself.
See you next time.
See you next time. Lots of love.
This
Make sure
time,
and mute your mic or whatever else you need to do. Cool. Yeah.
this
Do
time,
you want
though,
me to pilot Robert?
What's that? Yes, I would love that. Thank you. Let me
Yeah,
just
if
see
you
if you
wanna pass me
have.
over.
Let me just
I don't think I have Robert, but I'm happy with a rogue, so.
I'm gonna give you access to him now. I'm not sure if you have it. Jeez, everyone else fucking does. Emerald Collective, rep. Get rid of that. And I'm gonna add scales. Boop. And you just start to see him appear in your. Oh yeah, in your journal now. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Okay, cool. How is that?
Do I need to refresh Roll20 maybe?
1 second now. Sorry, I didn't click save, so it should appear there in your journal now.
Unfortunately for me, Robert follows immediately after scale, so this is going to have some effects of trying to do multiple
Okay,
windows.
so scales and scales, you're in there, cool.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So we are up to Fog Off. Fog Off, what are we doing?
So yeah, they decided to stand next to each other. So and the pillar's not there, so I don't need to worry about that anymore.
Yep.
So I'm going to do shatter,
Nice, okay.
but I'm going to do it at 6th level.
Holy shit. Okay. Oh, God, you're a stinky dog. You bark?
So if
let
this
you know.
goes through, that would be a lot of damage. That would be 35
35,
points of damage.
Okay, so I need a DC 19 Constitution saving throw. They have advantage, but they don't, so it's just a straight roll. Here we go. The green one, con save. That is a 7. Second one. 16. What do I need? A 17?
No, you need 19.
I'll drop a boon on that. Where's my dice roller gone? There we are. I need a 2.
No, you need
Got a
3.
4. Do I? Well, I got a 4. Cool.
Yeah.
So, all right,
So
cool.
the second one only takes half damage then.
So that was the red one, right?
Yeah, so he takes 17,
Okay.
and the green one takes the whole 35.
Okay. Ouch. Yeah. Cool. All right. Cool. Minus 35. Yeah. As your shatter spell now, chunks of these stone golems just explode and shower Fog off Eryxium, Scales, and Vareth as they just fly across the chamber now. Anything else you'd like to do, Fog off?
I just look around towards Eryxium and just be like, you know, I haven't got many more of them, so let's get the fuck out.
Okay. Nice.
Fog
One-
off just won the inspiration for crossing the damage threshold.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Fog off.
go
Well done.
Fog off.
So
Fog off.
let me just read that out again. You can pick. Let me just see. Let's see. Where are my intros? Here they are. So you can replace a used spell slot of 4th level or lower. You can take a point of inspiration. You can replenish one long rest feature, or you can heal 25 hit points.
I think I'd take that level 4 spell slot.
Yeah, let's do it. Love it. Okay.
Yeah, that's good
so-
for me.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, cool. Stone Golem is here. It is going to move up. I think it's gonna actually move up to here. It's gonna take one swing at either Eryxium, Vareth, or the pillar. So let's go Eryxium 1. So 1 to 2, Vareth 3 to 4, pillar 5 to 6. Give me a D6, please.
So Vareth is cradled against Scales' chest, so if Vareth takes damage, it'll be Scales' back.
Okay.
Just by physical location.
Do you want to move the token then to represent that sort of little
We
bit?
can't.
I can't move her at the moment.
No.
No.
You know, okay, sorry.
We don't think if it is assigned to all. Was when you went to go get your tablet.
Ah, okay. Let me just tweak that. Controlled by all players. There we go. Boop. You move her now?
Can move her now, yeah. I'm going to just... Oh, wait, hang on. C is not the right one. Hang on. U is the one.
Okay.
Oh, well, she's under me now, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, then I think it's just going to go... It's going to make one attack against Eryxium.
Yeah,
and it's going to make one attack against... so that is a 23 to hit.
Shield.
Okay, so what does that become?
That's not my sheet. That's Theodore. 26.
Okay, so you throw the shield up. This platinum light just appears between you and it, and you can see it almost kind of bends in with the weight of this strike, but it holds true. You do not take 16 points of bludgeoning damage, but the next pillar is going to be on the receiving end of that slam attack. 19 is going to hit.
I assume that the pillar doesn't count as another creature in my vision.
No, it does not. It's like 19 bludgeoning, so that is, you can see now these chunks of the pillar blow apart now. The ceiling that it's being, the ceiling that it's supporting begins to just crumble again. Can I get dexterity saving throws from Eryxium, Fog Off, and Scales, please? And I'm gonna need one on behalf of Vareth. Scales, yours is gonna, so that's a 21. That's fine. Ryan, you're gonna take some damage.
You know what? I'm gonna use an inspo.
Fog Off.
Okay.
Scales and Vareth all get a +5 to their saves.
So Fog Off, the devil from the hells, is part. I love this. Like, and I'm not saying it shouldn't happen, but I just want, I don't think we've explained this for the viewers. Maybe we have. How is a devil, an imp, under the protective aura of a paladin?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Okay, cool. I like
He has come. We are mutually beneficial. I'm not saying he's a good guy, but at the minute.
Okay, absolutely. I'm looking. Listen, I'm not saying you can't do it. I just want to know. I just want to know what it tastes like.
Also,
Infernal logic of our game.
Are devils and demons actually bad, or are they just doing what they're programmed to do?
To the canary, a cat is evil.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm sure
Eryxium's
that
soul
argument
also
will go
dwells in the
down well
hells.
back at the temple, Eryxium.
Oh,
I'm sure they'll
fuck the
fucking love you
temple.
for that.
Yeah, the temple's told us to fuck off anyway, so fuck
I
it.
serve a god, not a temple. A temple is about bricks and mortar.
Yeah.
Can I argue that since Vareth is being carried by me and she's kind of out of it, that if I take my disadvantage roll, add the 5 to it, that it's a 17 for Scales and Vareth as a combined unit?
I'm happy that look. I'm happy for your if you fail your dexterity saving throw, the both of you are going to take damage. That's how I'm going to rule it.
Essentially, yeah, I think.
Yeah. So I'm happy that you just make one. And if you fail it, then you're both going to take damage. She is Vareth is level 0. She is a commoner.
No. She is 17 years old and a royal. She's a fucking 17th level adventurer. I'm sorry. She's got like kung fu skills.
One level for every level. I think as far as you're concerned, she's very squishy.
Probably semi comatose at the moment.
Well, this is kind of the vibe I'm going for. Okay, we got some activity in chat here. And the friend of my enemy is my enemy. The enemy of my enemy is my enemy's enemy. This is Inception shit. Or okay, cool. So that was that stone golem. They've gone. Scales, we're back to you. What are we doing here?
So Scales, having taken no damage and dealt no damage, his rage will drop. So
yes, it will.
The ancestral protectors who were there will pop back out of existence. I don't know how they reacted to Vareth's.
I don't think you're in a place to
notice,
absorb, or notice that yet. But I think that we'll come back to that. I think bits of that will flash back to you when we go for a long rest later.
Yeah, maybe more for the others who can visually see them, but not. Scales is he's so solo tracked right now. Like,
yeah,
his vision is very tunneled. So she's now no longer stone. He's still encumbered by her, but his movement, I would argue, should be better than a quarter of his movement speed.
So this is the end. This will be the end of round 2. You are no longer encumbered by her because she does not weigh the same. She's actually quite light. So your movement is still halved because the whole ground is difficult terrain. It will not be difficult terrain after the end of this round.
Okay.
Now, when the pillars get smashed, there will be a little bit more of the difficult terrain action, but we'll talk about that when it happens.
Okay, so since Scales' rage dropped, and given the adrenaline coursing through his system and the single focus, he's immediately going to basically trigger another rage.
Okay.
I've only got so many of these left. Come on.
You see the Dragonborn begin to... They all kind of pop out again and begin to sort of like look around with their weapons drawn, ready for action.
So I'm at half speed, is it?
You are at half speed because it's difficult terrain.
Okay, so Scales is essentially going to get 30 foot of movement now. If I can represent it on the map. He's going to go like sort of there and then to there.
Yeah.
He'll come within range of this. So Scales has an ability that I'm going to argue... Wait, hang on. Now there's 2 things I maybe want to try with Scales here. Which feels most natural? Okay, so again, I'm just going to go with this, and Dave, it's entirely up to you to go with it. Scales is as he's moving and he sees these creatures attacking, and they were clearly, well, in Scales' mind, they're clearly protectors of the statue, which is now his sister in his arms, or what he believes to be his sister. So their purpose has been fulfilled, and now they're actually causing potential damage to their objective. So in a very unscaled-like, roarish, authoritative voice is going to come out of him. Something you've never really heard from Scales before, and it's going to be like, "Stop! You can't hurt her!" So he's going to, as he's moving, he's going to try and order the statues against their programming, which is essentially like... I suppose he's trying...
I love it.
Unthinkingly, but probably instinctively tapping into, if he has any, I don't know, inherent princely power. That's what's kind of coming through now.
I love this, and I think Scales has always had inherent princely power. I think it's just been waiting to come out of him. I think
that's how far his movement gets him, and he's mostly focused on the one ahead of him. But I would feel that with Scales being not the most precise thinker, it's probably more of a general call out. But
that's okay. I mean, the room is big enough that
on the one ahead.
The room is big enough that they can all hear you. Scales. So you think this is more of an instinctual part of you, of Prince Scales? And not a thought out, I have the power thing.
Oh yeah, no, this is entirely from the gut. This is, he has something in his arms that he is desperate to protect.
Okay.
So I suppose what I'm suggesting to you, and what you can make your choice on, a bit like the language written versus oral, being racial memory versus not.
I know how I'm going to do it. I'm just trying to establish whether this is instinctual or thought out. It's instinctual.
It's instinctual, and it's whether or not, I suppose, there is some inherent power in Scales' bloodline. Or not.
There is, and I would like you to just give me a flat charisma check with advantage.
Okay, charisma.
And you may use an inspo on this if the result is not to your liking.
Where is charisma on this thing? I only have charisma as a saving throw, is that correct?
You just click the word charisma where your stat is.
There we go.
Not the save.
Oh wait, sorry, that was a save, so I think it's probably the same, but just in case.
No, we're going to take the roll. You got a...
I got a 7.
Okay, so it was an 18.
Advantage?
No, you got it. Hold on.
20.
So you got advantage in the first roll, which was an 18 plus 1 for your charisma is 19. if you want to, you have a boon. If you want to bring that over 20, you can certainly do that. I'm not saying that's what you need.
No, I'm just going to say, like, everything and anything in Scales' gut, in his heart, in his spirit is behind this call out to, and I think for those listening in the group, this is a tone you've never heard from Scales before. Like, it probably sounds like grown-up serious Scales to a degree, and angry as well. Where Scales' voice and way of speaking is normally much more, I won't say childlike, but much more simplified and much more optimistic and less authoritative. This is him demanding that these statues stop what they're doing because they're doing the wrong thing.
Scales just became daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy Scales.
I said
Scales.
stop.
Stop. As you Scales, okay. Scales, as you desperation coursing through your veins now, the sands beneath your feet shifting and moving, being hyper aware of the height of these creatures and subsequently and consequently the depth of this chamber, and the fact that at any stage, should another pillar be destroyed and the sand shift, you could sink 30, 60, 90 feet down with your newly restored sister of thousands of years ago. All of your inherent power and your noble authority wells up from somewhere, and your tone becomes the most commanding anyone has ever heard. Scales, I think you black out during this. I don't think you remember the specifics of it, but with that tone and with that order, you see these stone golems, just their hands raised to strike another pillar, just move down and assume a sort of dormant and inactive position. I think you know that this might not last forever.
And I think
certainly
Scales
seems to have had an effect.
Yeah, I think Scales, having done this, to your blackout analogy, like, he'll roar this, but that's his sort of like subconscious instinct happening. His actual thinking brain is still trudging his way towards the exit with his sister in his arms. So he won't see them put their arms down and stop thinking, oh great, I did. Like, he's still 100% trudging towards those steps and towards the door out. So I think it just kind of came out of him.
I had most of this session planned to be this battle, but that was too badass not. Now, the battle may continue at some point. That was too fucking badass not to go with. And it's such fucking cool character development, and it's amazing character growth, and I fucking love it. I'm here for it. So, Scales, is that it for you?
Oh, that's it for Scales, yeah.
Okay, Robert. That's also you.
Oh, that's me. I was like, okay.
So I was like, okay, I have a second to decompress. No, I don't.
Robert. I think Robert is a very clued in, he's a very observant person, so he will absolutely 100% have seen this sort of the effect of this. I also think, though, that he is inherently, he's a rogue, so he knows this could be very short-lived. So, I think I will use Robert's ability. Let me just pull up his. He used it in the last session. It's where he makes a copy of himself. Manifest apparition.
Has to appear within 10 feet of him, I think.
Yeah, so he's going to manifest an apparition of himself right beside him.
Okay.
Here. So that he can, if needs be, snap back into it. So he'll leave one right beside it, and he will disengage and move I think he can very clearly see as well. Scales is he's not being subtle about his path to the stairs. So I think he knows where Scales is going. So I think Robert himself will move. Well, his total movement will get him well onto the stairs. So I think he'll move ahead of where Scales is going. He needs to stay within 30 feet.
Can I get a history check from Theodore, please? Before he makes that movement.
Oh, okay.
21.
I think Theodore, at this stage, that grim psychometry, or just psychometry, running through his head, I think he has had the time, and it's his. It's Theodore's round next. If you're willing to sacrifice either bonus action, or movement, I'll give this to you.
Yeah.
In advance of your turn. Which one are you going to sacrifice?
Oh, he was going to spend his action looking for either a button or some sort of
Okay.
fail-safe door release.
So do you want to? What would you like to sacrifice? Movement, action, or bonus action?
Action and bonus action.
No, one of the three.
Do they vary in information?
No. No, they don't.
I'll be a little bit cheaty.
It's
and
kind of a
just
gimme
throw
here.
out-
So yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Throw out that, given that you know what kind of things Robert does, Robert's intention when he gets to the stairs is to start looking at the door to see if he can unlock it. So.
Yep, and that's exactly why I'm giving this to you before Robert takes his movement.
Yeah, well, no, if there isn't a command, more detail per thing you choose, just the bonus action.
I think Theodore realizes that the Dragonborn Queen was looking underneath these stairs
That's what I was
at
thinking.
something. So if it's a free action to call out, I'm happy for you to maybe direct Robert's attention to the underside of those stairs.
Robert, the underside, under it, not over it.
Okay, so Robert will have been on the first step, and he'll do a sort of veer immediately back off the step.
Okay.
Down.
Parkour!
Bah!
Okay, and you flip
Rapid.
over the steps.
Yeah.
Robert, let's get an investigation check then from you, please.
Let me make sure I'm on the right character sheet.
Wouldn't it be shit if the investigation for this was 30 like it was for the door?
Investigation. Okay, come on. Be a good roller for somebody else. Oh, sweet fucking...
That is a nat one.
I'm
Do you
using
wanna-
an inspiration.
Yeah, we have 14 in the pot. I really think you should.
Absolutely. Yeah, there we go. 22
22.
investigation.
Robert, you're looking around. You don't seem to find anything.
Does Robert have a boon?
Robert has a boon. Oh no, yes, he has two.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
roll a three, we'll talk.
Come on, we have to try. Oh, for
You know what? I'll give you advantage on that boon, given that you sort of half understand how the mechanic works from upstairs.
I swear
Alright,
to
shit.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
Robert, anything else you'd like to do?
So I've already...
Top of the round, these golems they're gonna be inactive for one round. Okay.
That was manifest apparition. That was a bonus action. So I still have my action. But was
Robert's
my
action
investigation
was
my
to-
action?
Robert's action was to roll investigation during a combat. So that's an active.
Robert's health is pretty good. Yeah, look, I think Robert will stay where he is, examining, whatever there is to examine while the turn moves on.
Okay, Theodore, you no longer have a bonus action. What would you like to do with your action and your movement?
He will move over closer to the stairs. And what would it be better? For him to aid Robert next round, he would have to hold his action for investigation, or just his presence and the fact they're investigating together.
No, you don't need to hold your action to give the help action. I think you can sort of go, oh, look over there, and then fucking book it if you want. So I'm happy to say,
if Theodore was to investigate as well, but then it would also aid Robert when he does the next.
no, it would be so. If you want to use your action to investigate, you can do so. If you want to use your action to give the help action, then that's what you'll do. It's
Ah,
one or
help.
the other.
Yeah. You know, it'll give the help action. Then.
Okay, cool. So you can give the help action and then use your movement. So you can go, oh, hey, I would check the third brick down on the right, and then use your movement to get the fuck out of there, up to the closed door, whatever you want to do.
He will stay. Well, he doesn't want to block the stairs. No, he'll stay where he is. Stay where
Okay,
he
cool.
is.
Moving on to the stone golem here, in the with the green dot. It is now. It's not going to do anything. Erixium, you're up.
Yes, right. I am up.
Once we return to Scales' turn in the turn order, the stone golems after you are going to start again. They're going to start up.
So the stone golems are inactive. Right.
Currently.
Okay. Erixium is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then hold an action. If this golem becomes aggressive, he's gonna smack it with his hammer. And comes within range. And it becomes aggressive.
Cool. Stone golem, we're going to go on. Anna, yeah, I think that's the end of the turn order. Let's. I think we'll take our break here, guys, and we shall see you guys in about 5 minutes. Thanks for sticking with us.
Awesome.
Hope everyone who is at Metallica are having the worst night of their lives. We love you.
I can tell you right now, they're having a fucking great time because I've been seeing the videos.
No, they're not. It's terrible.
those
They're having a
guys.
terrible time.
They're having a terrible time. Fuck them.
My friends are saying that they've actually been crying. It's been so fucking good, honestly.
Dude, I don't need to fucking hear that. Oh my god. Okay, cool.
No.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Well, welcome back to part 2 of episode 93 of the Sopherone Saga. How did we get here? Well, I mean, probably from the other 92 episodes. Before we dive back in, we're going to take a quick look ahead at what's coming up over the next 7 days here on the Emerald Collective. On Saturday, tomorrow, we have a stream on a weekend Saturday night. Thanks to Technomisters Kate for being so generous as to do this. But join us tomorrow for part 3 of Portrait of a Lady with special guest Blaine Capatch of Nerd Poker, who is returning again. And we've got Chris Tallman from both Thundermans fame and, of course, Nerd Poker and Horse from Dubs and Dragons. Now, with Wraithwell Manor destroyed, the party must return to the townhouse of renowned artist Casimir von Scutten to determine whether the Lady Wraithwell's curse has been lifted in advance of the king arriving to sit for his portrait. However, if the curse persists and a ghostly version of the King of Sopherone emerges from the painting upon its completion, the consequences will indeed be severe. On Tuesday, GM Carrick is back with Arcane Adventures in Andromedus. The party have triumphed against the entity Shalgru Thar. After dealing the final blow, our group of heroes find themselves reappearing in the material plane 4 months later than expected. Join them on Tuesday as they delve further into a crypt full of undead. And on Thursday, I think we're back with Dice-Sized Tales. Episode 10, Crew Expendable. The nightmare aboard the Kronos deepens. Pale, twisted neomorphs stalk the corridors with terrifying speed and ferocity, striking from the shadows and leaving mutilated bodies in their wake. Captain Barzetti of the Sotillo and the Montero's engineer Russell both cling to life after grievous injuries. Members of the Kronos crew continue to die or disappear, and in the midst of the chaos, Oliver has broken ranks and made a desperate run for the emergency escape vehicle. That's very on brand for Oliver. As trust crumbles and survival instincts take hold, one question hangs over the crew. When the end comes, who will be left behind? Join the gang next Thursday to find out. Now, Sunday 21st of June, as well as being Father's Day across the UK and Ireland, is Motor Neuron Disease Awareness Day. So for those that don't know, MND or ALS in the United States is a fatal degenerative disease that affects the brain and spinal cord. You may remember it from the unending Ice Bucket Challenges of 2013. You may also know some of its most famous victims, Stephen Hawking, Lou Gehrig, Rob Burrow and Eric Dane. But what you may not know is how unfortunately common this disease is. MND affects 1 in 300 people, so the likelihood is if you haven't been affected by it in some way, someone you know definitely has. And unfortunately in our friend in our friend and community member Elle's case, her dad is that 1 in 300. So this MND Awareness Day, we ask if you can, please learn a little bit about the disease, arm yourself and those you know with the warning signs, and if you're able to, please donate to the MND Association. They're leading the charge on research for a cure. The link is in our Twitch chat. It will be in there tomorrow night as well. So this MND Awareness Day, we're going to ask if you can, just keep people who are dealing and fighting this disease in your thoughts. And if you're a dad, give your kids an extra hug and celebrate being loved this Sunday because you deserve it. So there is a link in chat. If you can donate, we would really appreciate it. I'd also like to thank Kate from It's a Map, who she's right behind me, for her role as Technomistress in the Emerald Collective. She keeps us on air. She texts all of our streams. If you'd like to show her some appreciation, you can scroll down. If you just click the About page, you can scroll down and you can buy her a coffee, Ko-fi. I fucking never remember how to say it. She does all this for free. She doesn't get paid. None of us get paid here in the Emerald Collective. That would be great if you can throw her a few quid or a coffee or something like that. And look at all of the music we use in the Sopherone Saga. It's courtesy of Tabletop Audio. You can find out all about them over on their website or in the jukebox. If you've got Roll20, they're up there in the jukebox. They got some epic tunes. And look, I mean, I'm going to be honest, they do have more tunes than Cry Havoc, but that's all I need. So we are back. We are bad. The Stone Golems are in standby mode and we're glad. So let's go. We are back to the top of the round. Fog off. What are we going to
do? You said they've calmed down, right?
You're in standby mode right now. You have a round. Although you don't know it, GM Dave is telling you have a round to do whatever you want to do.
How much punishment did I see these pillars take before they collapsed?
Would you like to make an active perception check? That will be your round. No?
No, because I don't want to waste my time.
Okay, yeah. It's a very specific and forensic thing. Normally, I kind of give those things away for free, but this time, not so much.
That's fair.
But you know what? I will say, it was about four strikes from one of the golems.
I probably can't do that much damage. What I was planning to do is taking out the pillar here, so that part of the roof collapsed on top of them both.
Shatter might do it.
I'm saying I don't know if I can do that much damage though. That's the problem.
Okay.
Fuck it, sure. I've got nothing else to be doing.
What's the spell that
Friday
doubles the
night?
damage against non-living or non-magical things? That I was
I thought it was
Right,
Shatter,
yeah.
but there is another one that I know of,
Yeah.
but I can't because it's one that my old wizard used to use. I don't know.
He is. Oh, hold on 1 second. I think the end of the link is busted. My apologies. Oh, I am. It worked for me. Hold on.
We've got one now.
We've got one now.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it just takes the full damage. Like there's no messing about.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. If it's an inanimate object, then roll max damage.
Yeah. Fuck
That
it. I might
works.
as well do
Thanks,
this.
Faith.
I am very, very quickly running out of decent spell slots, but we're going to try this at a level 4. And essentially, I want to put it like here, so that it's on the pillar and on the golem. So I need a con save.
From the pillar.
Well, no, from
Auto
the golem.
fail.
Yeah, so that's 20 points to the pillar of damage, and then a con save from the creature next to me.
Okay. This might wake them back up again. I like it. Here we go. Boop.
I don't know that, so
Absolutely not. Not 25. Sorry, not 24, 25. So it's going to take half the damage.
So 10.
Okay.
And yeah, 20 then for the pillar.
20 for the pillar. I'm going to smash the pillars. So that's 39 points of damage for the pillar so far. There. Okay, cool. Anything else for Fog Off?
That doesn't collapse.
It does not.
Shit.
Out of, I think, what does our accountant have for the amount of damage that this pillar took?
The accountant was not tracking pillars.
That's okay. It was 85 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, so it's nowhere near enough. Okay, then I'm just going to back it up.
Back it in. Let me begin.
Exactly.
Okay.
And yes, you now may begin with your golem.
Okay, this golem, this is the one you damage. It is going to surge to life again, unfortunately. I mean, you couldn't have known. So it's gonna. Let's just see what its movement is. Boop, 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 boop. I think they're quite so. Oh, it's got 30 feet. That's not too bad. So we're gonna go 5. Sorry, it's really hard. You know, I'm gonna tweak the opacity of this grid, so I can just make sure I'm not fucking taking any more. How's that? Is that better? No, that's worse. So I'm not skipping squares. Boop, boop, boop. Better?
10.
Yeah, so there we go. So let's go. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's going to get to you. It's gonna retaliate. So we're gonna go 2 attacks with the slam. Boop boop. 26.
Yeah, they hit.
26. You're gonna take 19 bludgeoning. How's a 16?
Oh yeah, it's.
Oh shit. Okay. With a 16, you're gonna take 90. So 38 points of damage. Oh.
Dave.
Yeah.
These constructs are attacking Fog Off or the pillars?
They're attacking Fog Off.
I just want to be a little bit finicky here and say that this golem got inactivated by Scales' last turn.
But I activated him because
He activated it by doing damage to it.
Oh,
I didn't know they'd been inactivated.
Sorry.
damn. Okay, I thought it would still carry over. Anyway, never mind. Bug off brought it on
No,
himself.
like So,
Oh, yeah.
like it would have, but if they are attacked in the meantime, they will sort of
going to defend.
they will come back. So that's 38 points of bludgeoning damage. That's all I can do. We're back to Scales. Scales, what are we doing here? Again, this sand shifting beneath your feet. It's no longer difficult terrain now, but there are chunks of stone falling from the ceiling, and it will continue that way. What are we doing here?
Blue Dot Gollum, is he still looking inactive?
He is completely inactive.
Okay, so Scales, his rage will drop again because again, no damage taken, no damage delivered. He sees the stairs very close. No, will he rage? No, I think he will. He'll rage again, even though it's probably a waste of a rage. So again, he's just hyped on adrenaline. He wants to get out of here with Vareth in tow. So but he's still just pegging it for the stairs. So he's going to go 5, 10. He's going to move right past the creature.
It's not going to take an opportunity attack.
Okay, so Scales and Vareth and Scales' torch are essentially going to make it up to the top of the stairs, I would say.
Don't forget torch. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, you can make up the top.
Yeah.
The door has.
I'll leave him to there, but he's at. And when he gets there and the door is still closed, what he'll do is would he lay her down yet? I don't think so. I think he'll turn with his back to the door, still holding her. But if something comes up the stairs, it's almost like a held motion. Like his instinctive thing will be to put her down and then stand protective over her, in front of her. So,
Okay, cool.
But he won't put her down until he actually needs to.
All right, Robert, what are we doing? Making an active investigation
me
check
as
with
well.
advantage? Sorry.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry,
Yeah.
I keep forgetting I'm Robert too. Hang on 1 second. His character.
So did I, because I was actually looking at Stephen for the answer to that question. But you playing Robert.
So yes, he is doing a investigation check. I would argue, having had one pass at this, can it be at advantage because he's familiar?
It's at advantage
He has
anyway
advantage.
because Theo is giving you the help action.
Oh well, okay, there we go. Investigation.
We need a 25.
Man, you're good at these. Oh my god, jeez.
Do you want to use an inspo?
Does he have anything else that can bump this? Sorry, researcher. Nope. Sorry, I'm just going really quickly down his.
You're okay. You rolled a 9. So if you roll a 14 on the dice, you're going to get that 25.
Yeah,
you can
I'm
use
gonna
another
just.
inspo.
I'm gonna inspo it.
And you have one more boon left as well.
Yes.
This
so
is
inspo,
entirely within
get me
reach.
within- So it is investigation. Come on. Oh, Jesus.
22. We need a 3 on the D4 to get you to a 25.
Come on, we'll try.
Next round, the D.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Why am I rolling so bad for Robert? He normally
Robert,
rolls
your
so
hands
good.
now are beginning to shake as the pressure with Theodore looking at you as Scales above there. And I think Robert and Scales grew up together. Like, you know each other from the town of Soberton. Robert is feeling the pressure. He's never seen this emotion and this level of stress and panic in Scales' eyes, voice, and body language. And it is heaping the pressure upon Robert. His hands shaking now. His usual calm demeanor, it's gone. And he can see where the trigger for this door might be, but he just, at this point in time, has not got the presence of mind to activate it.
Okay. Digging deep. In that sort of like never do it live, never do the demo live, but you're doing it live and you're feeling the pressure. He's going to use his action surge.
And I am happy to drop the DC. I'm happy to, because I was going to drop the DC for the next round. If you're action surging, I'm going to drop the DC. By 2, no problem. I got to drop the DC to 22 now instead of 25.
Okay, here we go.
Let's get another investigation check with the action surge.
23.
With a 23, describe what this action surge looks like, given what I just narrated there.
He was poking at the bricks and he was poking at the mechanism and his hands were starting to shake and he was like, oh, and he just glances back just as Scales is kind of like reaching the stairs and has such a look of determination on, and it starts to mount the stairs, and he's like, I can't fail at this, I have to do it. And he just feels that deep down, and like he just feels that action surge, and he goes, right, this is it, boom, and he snaps back to the mechanism and he goes for it, and his hands suddenly steady, and his fingers become nimble, and he just tweaks it just right because he can't fail.
The mechanism triggers and it activates the door again. A door that had not opened for thousands of years before now opens twice in 10 minutes, even less in fact, as the door slides across. The impeccable craftsmanship evident now in this fluidity of its movement. As Scales, you see the light just sort of kind of beam in from the light, the magical light in the chamber where the chest is contained. Vareth, your sister from thousands of years ago, who you don't ever remember meeting because you were just a baby, over your shoulder. Scales, the way out is so close. Anything else for Robert?
So Robert is just he's gonna take a moment when he hears the mechanism go, and he's just gonna go like, yes. And then he just packs up any tools he's used, and he just rounds Theodore and runs up the stairs after Scales. His decoy is still active around here beside the monster.
Oh, hold on. I think I made something for this.
Probably where that X is from earlier where Scales was digging, to be honest.
No, I did something for this,
there.
and I don't know why I didn't fucking do it. I give it to you earlier. Thought I did this.
Can I also just say officially for
No, I
the
didn't.
chat,
Sorry. Yeah. Go on, yeah.
Robert is the least rogue sheet I've ever seen.
Oh, he's like, yeah, he is not a rogue. He's like,
He is like-
Robert is just
I was like,
Robert. There's,
I'll be okay with a rogue, and then I'm like, Jesus Christ, his sheet
it's
is like
fucking
nothing I've
wild
seen
shit
before.
he's done. Yeah, 100%. Okay, cool. So the X is there. Theodore, what are we doing? You're running? I will
Oh
run.
yeah, no, I'm Theodore.
The door is now open.
Off. So Scales is out. Robert is up there. Yes, running sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
Theodore is fast as fuck. Second sheet. Yeah, Theodore is just gonna like haul ass. Double movement, action, bonus action, or action movement.
You are out of there, no problem at all. Theodore, you
70
escape.
feet. Fucking yeet, repeats up them stairs.
Okay, that stone golem's gonna do nothing. Erixian, what are we doing?
Fog Off is currently flying midair, hovering.
Yep.
He's probably about a foot above you, just in height of like flying above. Like
He looks
he's
hurt.
like-
he's
he's
taken he's
Yeah.
taken a lot of damage.
And this golem is the only one that appears to have reactivated.
Yes, it's the one the fog off hit.
Right.
But I mean, I think fog off, you can still action disengage.
oh
What?
yeah, on my next go I can.
Yeah, 100%.
What is the procedure for grabbing a ally and throwing them?
Grabbing him by his dangling foot.
Yeah, like just like grab it and swing, like because it's
Um,
forced movement technically, so it shouldn't accrue an opportunity attack.
I mean that seems fair. Fog off, you were what? Like you were 3 feet high.
Yeah, I'm about 3 foot off the ground, and then about a foot above him.
But how big are you? About like
Oh yeah, about
3
3.5
feet.
foot, 4 foot. Yeah.
he's spindly. I'd say
You've
I'd
seen
say
the
it's a
picture
free
of him, there's
action
not-
to communicate what you're gonna do, to speak. So it's a free action to speak. He's not an object, so it's not going to be an object interaction. So I'm going to ask you for an athletics check, If he doesn't agree to it, it's going to be athletics versus athletics or acrobatics. If he does agree to it, you will have advantage on the athletics check.
Right. I'd say he's just gonna go. It's time to go. And instead of yeeting, I'm just gonna grab his leg and start running with like a feet or the.
Like a helium balloon.
Yeah.
Okay, let's still get a let's
Like
get
a glider.
is Fog Off amenable to this? Is he agreeing to this?
There's that initial and then realizes what he's doing. So yeah, he'll get dragged away.
Cool. You are from the Hells. Okay, cool. Right. So can I just get an athletics check then, please, from Erixium?
Absolutely. What could go wrong?
With advantage if he's going along with it. 16.
With advantage, let's roll it. 19.
Yeah, I'm happy to say that you can. You're going to need to hoop him to somewhere, and then you can follow along with him. So where would you move
just
him
fling him
towards the door?
stairs.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Move his token. I think with a 19, you can move him between 20 and 30 feet. And there will be no attack of opportunity. Erixium, that was your action to do that.
Yep. And then
What are we doing now?
we'll just go 5, 10, around the golem, 15, 20, and up the stairs, being the last link in the chain.
Okay, moving out. We are up to this stone golem here, who's not going to move. Top of the round, we have Fog Off, and this stone golem will now activate here after Fog Off. But I think you guys are almost out, so we are almost there. Fog Off, what are we doing?
Giving a nod to Erixium, taking lead of, okay, if you can do it, so can I. But you don't need it. He's going to instead grab Theodore and literally just flap super hard back and drag Theodore back through the door, like straight backwards.
Okay, so we're gonna go. I think this is a bit more difficult than it was for Erixium dragging you.
Well, I'd say Theodore has 70-foot movement. He should be fucking.
Oh well, he's out then. That's
second room.
absolutely fine. Theodore's out then, so it's just you. You need to take
he's
it
gone?
out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
he's
great.
Gone.
Fog Off, you can get out of there. We're left with Erixium and Scales. I think, look, at this stage, I think it's a fair deal that you guys are going to get out. So
Are
rather
these creatures too big to follow us up the stairs?
they're like, there's no way they're getting out of here. Now they may decide to try and take the tower down around you, or they may not. But it's up to you as to whether you want to rest in the basement with the chest or whatever. But I'm going to move you all over there now.
Yeah, like when they get to the top of the stairs and out the door, Scales, assuming there's no attack from the room
There
with
is
the
none.
chest in it, Scales will probably lay his sister down to one side by the wall, and then he's going to take up a stance at the top of the stairs, which is if those things come up the stairs, he's getting angry with them, like. So, unless the door
Okay.
closes automatically behind us, I don't know.
I just need to go and get her again. This is an artist called DNG Arts, who creates Dragonborn and Lizard Folk. And I saw the token and I was like, I love her so much. I am definitely so. It's just a $5 for a bunch of tokens. And I checked, they do not use AI, and
It did
They are
particularly
really
look AI, so yeah.
yeah, they're really good. They're really cool tokens. So Yixi, there we are. So let me just and copy that, boop, and go over here. As we are back now, the smell of chemicals, and I'm gonna paste her there. You can move around. Hopefully you should be able to. No, I'm gonna need to give you control again, all players. So as you make your way up here and slam the door, it's almost like completely and hermetically seals that room again. The green aura, I assume, is Erixium.
Yes.
Excellent. I'm going to clear the turn order. Vareth has passed out. As you guys are are here now. I'm going to get rid of these things here. They are gone.
I'm just going to say for everyone, Scales is semi-feral right now. So Scales will have laid her down in the corner, and once the door was closed, he'll have taken up a position in front of her, which is back the fuck off and stay the fuck away from her.
Wow.
So I don't know if that wants to change your token positioning.
Huh?
I'd say probably would have done before he got that close, but
as soon as you took a step into the 5 foot of her, you probably got something akin to a growl from Scales.
When Scales had their moment downstairs, was it in common or draconic?
When he said, "Oh my god," or he said,
when you
"What the
commanded
fuck,"
them.
Yeah, he demanded
he-
they stop.
Oh, that's a very good question.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with the fact that it was instinctual, and I'm gonna say it came out in draconic, and
Yes,
it probably
it did.
came out in sort of like noble version of draconic as well, like not common draconic, but like the language of
High
royal
draconic.
Amazing.
high draconic. Yeah, like I think it came out as an ultimate command,
Yeah.
obey me or else kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, Eryxium will, with the hands up, approach Scales and in draconic say,
Check on your sister. She's been asleep for a long time.
And
Safe
in
here.
draconic, back to you, he will say, "I don't know how, but stay back. Can you tell me how?"
Scales, while Eryxium mulls this over, you can see those two little Dragonborn, the little holes in her snout are kind of like sort of flapping as she does this sort of very sort of gentle snore.
And when she does that, Scales will go from growling at Eryxium and the room at large, and he'll kind of, his head will turn really quickly, and you'll see a complete softening of Scales. But then he'll snap his focus back to you, and it's like the hackles go back up. So you see that moment where she makes that adorable little snort in her sleep, and he's like, "Oh." But then as soon as he focuses back on you, it's back to threat assessment.
well, Eryxium hasn't moved, so there's no new things.
Cool.
Yeah, and
So
he doesn't proactively move towards you or anything. It's just back to, there's a sphere here. Obey
I
the
will
sphere.
point out that this is the first time, so you have re-entered the chest room.
Just Brady was going to say this.
I'm only joking. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to be that dickhead. I should and try and fucking absolutely really fucking hammer you guys, but I'm not going to. It would be shit for the story.
Fogoth slowly and tentatively will fly toward, like glide towards Scales, but is very clearly holding a bottle out in his hand. And Scales, you might want to feed your sister this, obviously, carefully. You should have stitch up any wounds they might have.
And Scales is gonna eye him very cautiously, and then he will reach out and he will take the bottle from you. Hey, Greaves! Scales has a sister now!
Oh my god! Oh, I can't believe I missed it.
Are you in on Roll20?
I'll just jump in. Hold on.
She's
show
so
you can-
pretty. Wait
I'll-
till you see
I'll
her.
I'll shift see her and you can see her now in a sec. Let me know when you're in.
But yeah, he'll take the bottle from Fogoff, and it's in a very sort of that really slow, waiting for you to make a move, and he's gonna end you kind of way. But once he has the bottle, he'll kind of look at it indecisively. He'll look at you. He'll scan the room, like threat assessment, and he's going to hold the bottle out towards Eryxium. And it's still with a look on his face and his whole demeanor, which is, I don't know that I trust you right now, but for some reason you're the person I trust the most, and that dude I don't trust at all has handed me this thing, so you're going to check it for me, and I'll see where it goes from there. But it's all communicated entirely by his body language. But also, look how cute my sister is!
He's
I
so
can
cute, guys.
I can obviously see that that's how Scales is, and obviously looking back towards Eryxium. So Fogoff would just say, like, I was the one that told you to get her out. If I'd have wanted her gone, I could have done it. I'm not here to hurt you, Scales. Nice teeth. Mine are quite nice too. And he's like playfully like growling back.
And you get a little kind of in the middle of his growl and his clearly aggressive stance, you do get like a little quirk of a smile that like he appreciates the bearing of the fangs back.
And then I'll just go back like 5 feet, and then oddly enough for Fogoff, he'll just like float down to the floor and just sit there cross-legged, just watching.
In an attempt to put some sort of beginning ease into Scales, as Eryxium reaches out the hand to take the potion bottle, he'll drop his armor and weapons form and just revert back to the blind man in the snagged up robes as he approaches the sister.
Yeah, and I think both of those things, Fogoff backing off in that little interaction and Eryxium dropping his armor, I think you'll see Scales drop from like DEFCON 5 back down to maybe DEFCON 3. He's still on alert, he's still aggressive stanced and ready, but he's recognized, I suppose, and I think Scales right now is running purely on instinct. I don't think there's any brain power going there. I think there's probably the twinges of, this is a friend, I know this person, but I think his any cognitive power has gone, and he's running entirely on protect mine, family, sibling, everything is potentially an enemy. And while his instinctive brain isn't doing it, it's all to do with the fact that he was alone this whole time, and now suddenly, literally within his grasp is family. So he has switched into complete primal mode, but he does recognize Eryxium as more of a friend than Fogoff, per se. But I think he will have recognized the de-escalation in both their actions, so he will have de-escalated slightly.
Okay. Scales, you now stand with this potion. Thick, grey, gloopy. You've seen potions of healing before. This is a slightly darker grey than it usually is, given that it's a potion of greater healing, or whatever they're called in 5th edition. This sort of the darker they are, the thicker and more syrupy they are, and but like all the better to heal you with. You see your sister Vareth unconscious on the ground, not through Dina Bikes, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Scales, you see your sister Vareth unconscious on the ground, not through catastrophic damage taken or due to any of the rigors of combat, more through the fact that she has been petrified for thousands of years, as you were, but you don't remember being unpetrified. You don't know who did it. Now, as you look over your shoulder and your lips spread, your teeth bared at the man who unpetrified your sister. You see her just...
Yeah, and
her little nose flaps, quivering with each exhalation of breath.
It all
yeah.
sinks in, but it all also happened in the space of 30 seconds.
Absolutely,
during combat.
I'm not. In no way am I suggesting that you react a certain way. I'm more
Yeah.
painting a picture.
It's
You have this potion in your hand now. It's up to you what you do with it.
so he'll take it back from Erexium when Erexium gives him the nod that it's safe and it's good. But he'll still uncork the vial, and he'll while he flicks his eyes to Fogoff, who gave the potion, and he flicks his eyes to Erexium, and he flicks his eyes and looks down at his sister, and he uncorks the vial and he sniffs it, and then there's a whole repeat of the eye flicks, which is sort of like he looked at them all, then he uncorked it, he sniffs it, he eyes them all again, and he'll do a thing where he tilts the vial just enough to get the littlest taste on the very edge of the vial, and he'll kind of go sideways at it, and he's like,
You can add 1 hit point to your
awesome.
your
So he's like,
It
Yeah.
was him that gave it to me when he found him before. As he points to Erexium.
not helping. So he tastes it, and it tastes familiar. It tastes like something he knows in this instinctive mode that he's in.
Absolutely. You've
Is
been in
right.
this shit. You've been
He's had these
some
many
of the worst combats you've ever been in, and you've been in that instinctual mode. Maybe not with so much at stake, but you know this. This is exactly what
This is the right taste. So
Yeah.
what he does is then he steps back. He never gives his back to the room. So he steps back, he hunches down beside her with his front always facing the room. He'll sort of half turn, gently tilt her head, feed her the potion, and I think he's going to stay down there hunkered beside her. He might even... No, I don't think he'd sit, because I think he's too alert to sit.
Mhm.
But he probably stays down hunkered beside her, and he's basically crowded her into the corner and him into the corner, but in front of her, while he feeds her this potion, and he's just constantly watching the room, because
Okay.
hopefully
As
eventually
you-
mentally he'll snap out of this.
As you pour the contents of this potion down your sister's throat, a sister who only 10 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago,
10 minutes ago I didn't know existed.
So as you pour the contents of this potion down your sister's throat, 10 minutes ago, a sister who appeared in a programmed illusion holding you as a baby, you now look at her as a dragonborn that is now older than her. She coughs and sputters. Her eyes kind of flicker open. She looks at you, and she just scutters back against the wall, and she goes, "Mama? Mama? Who are you? Who are all of you? Why are you here? Why are you here?"
And Scales will go instantly from the semi-aggressive towards the room, and he'll kind of turn more to her. His entire demeanor will soften, and his hands are up, and he's kind of like, "I'm Scales. I think I'm your brother. It's many, many years, lots and lots and lots of years. And these people..." And then he kind of he shakes it off.
My brother's a baby. He's too small. He's small. He's too small. What What have you done with him? What have you done with him?
I was a stone egg baby, and you were a stone not egg baby, but you sized stone. And he looks back at the rest of them again. And I think this is possibly one of the most honest moments for Scales, because like he's not calling them his friends, because any other time he'd have said, these are my friends. But because he's asking her to believe what he's saying, he's not willing to say they're my friends, which is a unique revelation for me this session anyway.
What are they? Because you're pointing back to them. Who are they?
So he hesitates a few times, and then I think he says, these are some people that I'm traveling with, and they're good, I think.
I thought that's exactly what I thought. Scales was going to say that they were a family. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's like
We're just
for me,
companions to help.
it's a massive moment for me, because literally any other scenario, Scales would have termed them his friends. But when he's telling his sister, or what I'm caveating this whole time with he believes this is his sister, because I think Dave is crafty and she might be an evil Dragonborn.
Oh my god. I'm shocked, appalled, and insulted.
But
And now taking notes.
to Scales right now,
Philip.
this is what he firmly believes from the vision he saw 20 minutes ago to the statue that got revived 5 minutes ago. This is his sister. He feels an instinctual need to protect her, and in that moment, Scales and his own safety and his own trusting of the party to be his friends is one thing, but telling his sister that she can then trust the party to be her friends by extension of being his friends, he just can't do that. And it might be because of Jaden, and it could be because of Ren disappearing and so on.
That's okay.
But yeah, that's where he is. It's an unusual revelation.
I mean, you only know 2 of the party really right now. There's 2 other people are just weirdos that joined like a day ago.
And
Covered-
Mazalu
covered
is
in
fucked
scarlet
off
blood.
somewhere to the elves, so you know.
Scales.
Yes.
I have something I was going to do for you, but I guess for your sister too now. This might help answer some questions if you want me to do it.
What do you want to do?
So before this conversation continues, she is backed up against the wall. You can see there is a primal panic in her eyes. I think you would all know, Scales, you especially would know, like, so she has just said that her brother's a baby. You're not her brother. Okay? Yeah. She's looking at this guy who's blind in front of her, a devil, a guy who is covered in fucking scars, and is still probably like
bleeding, probably
holding his
very bloody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a guy who looks like he's in from the Three Musketeers and writes
yeah.
You know,
so she is. Her eyes are darting around the room now. She is how's it going in here on your own? Jesus Christ.
Well done. You entered an epic
write it out and we might do a little post stream chat about this.
I'll move to the side so I'm closer to the wall, but no closer to them, right?
Okay.
And I just give a bit away, like, hi, my name's Fogoff. Hello. Do you know this man? And I'm going to use minor illusion to create the vision of the guard that was in this room that we saw.
Okay, so when you do that, Scales is going to, more slowly than he would normally because she seems so freaked out, he is going to pivot so his back is to the wall so he can see what you're doing as well.
Yeah. That's fine. Do you know this guy? And I'm just going to do the minor illusion in my hand, Obi-Wan Kenobi style.
I'm going to roll at disadvantage. It's a history check. She looks at it. She looks at it and looks away. Doesn't answer you, but it's clear. There's no raising of the eyebrows, no reaction in the face. She's more concerned with the position of everyone in the room, and you can see she's eyeing that exit. She wants to get the fuck out of here.
That's why I stayed back. I was like,
yeah. And she keeps, Mama.
Scales is going to just extend his hand out in front of her. So she's in the corner, and he's going to put his hand sort of in front of her in the middle, and he's going to without being, he's going to do it as subtly as he can. He's going to take a dagger out and he's going to cut across his palm till the blood wells, and then he's going to put the dagger away and he's going to hand his palm out to her and sort of say, it's very strange, and I don't know for sure, and there's a kind of a memory projection thing that we could trigger again and you could see, but we'd probably have to fight the creatures again. But I think that you might be you were my older sister, but now I think you're my younger sister, but I think you might be my sister. And I don't know what else to do, but maybe my blood will be familiar. And he just kind of holds his hand out with this pooling little pool of blood in his palm towards her.
So you cut your hand?
He's cut his palm. Yeah, probably like about a 2-inch cut across his palm.
Her eyes widen in fear at that. She's looking around, and she begins to sort of sidle this way.
I'll back off. Like, I'm making sure she knows she's got space.
I just want Mama. I just want. Where is she? What are you doing here? Why is it? This chest. I remember this chest.
Orixium will clear his throat.
Yeah.
Do you want to continue? Sorry.
No, she's just scooting a little bit, and she just says, "This chest. I remember this chest." And what have you done with Mama? You're not my brother. My brother's a baby. I held him in my arms weeks ago when Mama was recording that, speaking to the wizard.
And Scale just collapses back against the wall that he was nearby, and he looks not completely defeated, but he does look a little bit like Scales only has so many thoughts at a time, and he's kind of run out of ideas, and he feels a little bit defeated, and he just kind of shakes his head and says, "That was a long time ago, and I don't know everything, but she's gone."
Gone? How? What? She puts her head in her hands and she... How did she leave me? How long? What do you mean? What do you mean she's gone? Where's she gone? Mama!
Scales is kind of completely I think, to be honest, I think Scales would be experiencing a bit of a post-adrenaline crash at the moment, because he's come out of the feral state that he totally went into, where it was hyperactive, hyper-aware, hyper everything, barely recognized the people around him, to everything has calmed a bit back down, and he now recognizes. So I think of everyone in the room with him, as he's collapsed against the wall, not knowing what else to try, he's probably going to look beseechingly towards Orixium and Robert. Obviously Robert's not here in character, so mostly Orixium. Sorry. For, this helpless look of, help, I don't know what to say.
Okay, Orixium and Fog Off. And Theodore, I think you all noticed that she has a lot of pouches hanging off her. and her hands are starting to rifle through these pouches. I think, can I get an insight check from Erixium, please?
Yep. 18.
18. I think Erixium reappearing as so how are you, how's your damage? 94 out of 101. You are not sort of terribly damaged here. I think reappearing, you feel that sort of reappearing resplendent in the raiment of the Platinum Dragon might help here.
Right.
Right. And because it is something that you think that that might be familiar to her, even if you're not Dragonborn, it might help.
No, this is what I was working up to. So as Scales now almost beckons for aid, Erixium will just put his hand on his shoulder and he'll say, "I am Princess Vareth. I am in the service of this gentleman here, and I also serve our one true lord, Bahamut." And as he says that, platinum light illuminates and completely re-gears him in his freshly polished, sparkling armor. Says, "I know not all the details, but I have been journeying with the companion I know as Scales, whom you may call otherwise. We have encountered several beings." And with that, he'll put his hands together and he'll draw as light spreads into a silent image. And he'll show the tower with the guardian, the princess of the forest.
Drakewar Princess.
The Drakewar Princess. And it was like, "This creature guards this place. She had gone mad, as it has been many centuries since you went to sleep. We journeyed down here and we encountered this chest which you refer to. It may not reassure you, but I can show the image we believe you witnessed your mother recording." And he'll recreate the entire clip.
Okay.
Featuring
First
her
off-
walking in with Scales.
First off, can I get a persuasion check with advantage, please?
Oh my god, Erixium can just replay that thing anytime he wants.
And so it's silent, but yeah.
And does Erixium know
Second
Scales'
fuck off.
real name? This is something
Yeah.
you were asking in chat. Like, how would he know that?
I don't
So
know, Scales,
if he knows Princess
Vareth?
Vareth as a name, because Vareth hasn't given her a name in any way, shape, or form so far. So if he knows her as Princess Vareth of the Dragonborn, he would presumably know the name of the prince that went with her.
I think
No,
if we were given the
no.
name in
You
the
guys know who
vision.
Vareth is only because of the programmed illusion, which I'll read out again to you
Yeah.
very quickly.
Oh my god, damn it. I thought I was going to have a moment where I knew Scales' real name.
Fortunately, no, you don't know. So
We're all waiting for that.
You could
the
ask
ghostly
your
image of the
sister, I mean.
Dragonborn Queen hesitates for a second, seemingly distracted by something behind her. She records this message. Gods only know how many years ago. It becomes obvious that this was not a prepared speech when another Dragonborn, a child nearing their teen years, a child in their teen years runs into view, laughing and holding a baby Dragonborn in a quilted blanket. Vareth, no! She can't help but smile as her two children, despite the seriousness of the message she's recording. Take your brother back to the carriage and let me finish up here. I'm sorry, Mama. I mean Queen, Mama. More laughter as the older sister dances out of the scene, carrying the baby Dragonborn in her arm. The programmed illusion continues, and in its seriousness and sadness wash over the face of the Dragonborn Queen once again. It is for the safety of this land, my people, and indeed the people of the entire world of Athar, that you must never leave this place, and for that I'm truly sorry. So that's why you know
that's why he knows Vareth's name.
Yes.
Okay. Damn it! Someday, I'm gonna know Scales' real name.
Yeah, Vareth might say it right now.
Varys is right there. We could just ask the name.
Oh.
Flibble Tapnik.
Oh, no, we're going to have to we'll use an inspo on that. That is not
So we're
good
going for a
enough.
persuasion with advantage. Okay, let's go again.
21.
21. I'm just going to roll flat dice on this. Let's see where we go. She gets to about here and she stops. And she looks at you and she can see her still fumbling about her pouches, which you recognize to be wizard component pouches. And she goes, "Where's Uncle Drexus?"
Scales will, taking inspiration from what Eryxium said, he will enter a rage while he's still sitting slumped against the wall. And it's my last rage until we do a long rest, so I really hope this is worth it.
Family reunion.
Essentially to summon the ancestral guardians in the hope that some of them might be familiar to her. And I think he'll just kind of mutter, and I don't know if this is a mechanism of D&D, but I kind of like it, is that Scales has now entered 4 rages in rapid succession. So I like to think that that's taken it, like, exhausting him a little bit. Like, it just seems to me reasonable that it would.
Yeah.
You know, like, normally he enters a rage once in a while during combat, but this was a rage to walk another bit, a rage to walk another 15 foot, a rage to walk to the top of the stairs, and now a rage just to summon the ancestral guardians. So I do think he looks like he needs a sleep. You know, he's been on a bender with all these rages one after another. But the effect is to summon the ancestral guardians in the hopes that they will be somewhat familiar to her.
Sorry, just I don't want to, just because this could be time sensitive. Just because a rage only lasts obviously 6 seconds. I think Eryxium has been journeying with Scales and probably in his life other barbarians to be aware. Canonically, Eryxium's armor has gigantic spikes. He doesn't want to spook Vareth any more than she already may be. So he's gonna embrace Scales by putting his arm over his shoulder, but is leaning a spike into Scales. Not to do any serious damage, but just cause a constant minimal amount of pain to keep it going.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
picking
nice.
up
So good. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
what you're picking
so
up what
good.
you're putting down here.
Yeah, like a point of damage
and-
every 6 seconds just to keep it cycling.
Yeah. Scales, these Dragonborn ancestral guardians appear, and she looks around again as they sort of manifest and appear through the walls of this Drakewar Tower. And
Scales, in a very exhausted kind of voice, will say, "These, I think, are some of my ancestors, and maybe some of them might be uncle. I don't know who they are, but maybe they might be familiar to you."
And as these Dragonborn ancestors manifest Scales, they all... She looks around. There is a spark of recognition in some of them. Sorry, in her... I'm going to start that again. Scales, as you manifest your ancestral guardians, now there is a popping sound as 6 of them appear. And you can see your sister Vareth. Her eyes widen as she looks around. There's indeed recognition here of some of them, but her eyes widen again as another ancestral guardian walks through the walls. falls, and for the first time you hear one of your ancestral guardians speak. Throws his hood off, and you can see her eyes light up, and she says, Uncle Drexus. Drexus is the name of the lich imprisoned beneath the Drakewar Tower.
Oh, sweet fucking Jesus.
And that's where we will leave it for tonight.
Oh my god.
I was surprised our accountant didn't get that the first time I ordered the name Drexus.
Too focused on keeping her from freaking her out.
Well, that's where we are.
My uncle is a lich? What the fuck?
Literally.
What are you
Uncle
doing to my
Drex has
family
sold out
tree?
your entire nation.
Jesus Christ.
Uncle Drexus has been teaching her magic as well.
Oop.
She is an evil dragonborn. She's my sister. How could you do that?
She's been learning magic, and for whatever reason that is, we may or may not find out. Guys, that is 3 hours and 1 minute of solid D&D. Well done, everyone.
No,
Thanks
that's
so
another
much.
channel.
Oh
Yeah,
my
cool.
God.
Thanks so much, guys.
If my sister ends up evil and I have to kill her,
No, okay.
I am
There's
driving
no-
to Minute. Fucking have words.
There's no evil magic, just evil intention and
Evil
doing.
intention, evil use. Yes, there is no evil, just evil use. Yes,
Magic doesn't kill people, people kill people.
exactly. I just
Ryan, did you
got
say
my
you had
sister back
an
then.
end of game thing to do?
I did, but I think that's a good enough cliffhanger if you want to leave it there.
Are you sure? Was there something that you want to talk about it later, or was there something you wanted to do?
It
Or?
was something that he was going to do for Scales and for Scales' new sister, old sister. You know what I mean?
Will it carry over, or is it something
yeah.
like? Do you think it'll like?
This is going to add on to whatever that.
Let's do it. Let's
ends
do
up
it.
being.
Let's do it.
Oh, you want me to do it now? Okay,
Yeah.
so as Scales and that and this happens,
So before you do that, though, just to ask Dave, Scales being the clueless idiot that he is, I'm guessing he doesn't know that Uncle Drexus is a lich.
No, I think you would like. I'm happy to say so the spiel that went on there, it was literally like your mum literally fucking said it right before you went downstairs, before you fought the spectral warriors. So I'm going to read it out again. So a powerful and commanding voice emanates from her as she seems to look directly at you. If you adventurers come here to search out the key to the tomb of the Dragon King, then know ye this. In the interest of the preservation of the Sarathan kingdom, we've locked it safely behind a myriad of lethal traps. If you do manage to negotiate your way past these mechanical and magical defenses, know ye that nothing but death awaits you behind those doors to the tomb of the Dragon King, and quite possibly a fate far worse than death itself. In that fell place that once celebrated the life, history, and civilization of the Sarathan people lies imprisoned a terrible force of evil that plagued the Dragonborn of this continent. Once our most powerful and revered wizard, Drexus the Platinum-born, turned to evil to extend his lifespan and increase his allotted time on this continent in order to accrue more knowledge and amass more power. All for the greater good, he said. Lies. They were lies. Drexus chose lichdom over the normal end to his naturally allotted lifespan and almost destroyed the Sarathan people, attempting to fulfill the deals he'd made with God knows whatever entities that granted him the knowledge he possessed, and took our best warriors, more than a few hired hands from our friends and allies in Colorado to best Drexus and imprison him in the final resting place of our first king. I can only assume that you've come here in search of the powerful artifacts that were sacrificed by the most adept and experienced heroes of our time. Artifacts whose power are responsible for maintaining the prison that holds Drexus at bay to this day. All I can tell you is this. The power is not worth the utter ruin you will inflict upon yourselves, your loved ones, and the entire world of Athar should you remove those items from this crypt that holds Drexus. And then we went through, she saw Scales and Vareth, and then she says, "It is for the safety of this land, my people, and the people of the entire world of Athar that you must never leave this place. For that, I am truly sorry." And then she says, "Should you survive this place, do not attempt to enter the tomb of the Dragon King. The power those artifacts hold will do nothing to protect you from Drexus, and the vengeance he will unleash upon the world in retaliation for his eons of imprisonment." So there you go.
Okay.
That's the story. So, moving back to Fog Off, what did you want to do?
Scales and whoever you are, this might help give you some answers as well. This isn't the actual person, so don't get excited, but you can ask whatever questions you want. You might not be able to answer them, I don't know. See what you get up to. You have an hour.
I
And
think
as-
Hold on.
before you summon that, I think as soon as she recognized Uncle Drexus, Scales would have actually pushed Erexium a little bit away from him so that the pain piece. I think Scales would have enough. Would he? Would he? No, it's too recent. It's too recent in his memory of the playback, so I do think Scales will put 2 and 2 together in this instance. So I think he would push Erexium away to end his rage. So the ancestral protectors, including Uncle Draxus, would fade away before whatever Fog Off is about to summon. Yeah.
Fog Off.
So like I said, you've got an hour. Ask what you want. It'll answer what it wants.
What's it?
Enjoy. And as he signs off as such, his mantle that he wears around his shoulders starts to glow, and the light starts to go down towards his feet as his body seems to transform. And as his legs extend, as his body extends, as his shoulders reach out further and his head grows into this face, as the face pulls over, it is the very person of whose shadow and soul I took. And they are able to ask him questions about what happened. They have an hour
to ask one of the people who sacrificed themselves to become one of the Dragonborns who became,
to stay in this room.
Who became the spectral entity.
Yeah. They have an hour to ask him questions to see what happened, what went down.
And it's almost like you see this thing go from being completely destroyed to being remade, and it stands there as it has stood there many times before, when the opening of the door in the southwest of this chamber triggered it and reoperated it to repeat and repeat and repeat the one thing it has to do, which is destroy everything that entered this room through that door. But right now that door stays open, and it looks around confused. It looks at Fog Off. Murder.
Oh no, I am the creature.
You are the creature. Okay. Okay, so as Fog Off stands there,
it's not him. It's his essence.
Okay.
His mind. His thoughts. So they are able to question him, which is also why I wanted to do it before the end, because then it gives Dave some time to actually work out what he might say.
Oh no, I can answer these right now, but I think that we've done 3 hours and 9 minutes. I think it's a great time for us to finish. So as you cancel the rage, all of your ancestral guardians just sort of like ink in water thin out and dissolve. One remains for a split second. It's hood down.
Uncle Drexus.
And Uncle Drexus and points at Vareth. And then taps its nose twice and then just does this come hither motion before. Uncle Drexus. I'm coming. That's where we're going to leave it tonight.
Oh
Don't
my
like it.
God, Dave.
I don't like that, Dave.
Yeah.
He give it and he take it away at the
Yeah.
same time.
Do you know what? I'll give Scales an insight check, and I'll give. Do you know what? I'll give everyone an insight check here when you witness that, and you've sort of you've been around Vareth for maybe a couple of minutes now, so I'll give everyone an insight check there, especially Rixium.
Right now, or hold
Yeah,
on.
right now.
I'd argue at advantage, but Scales is so confused.
I would recommend the use of the inspos. Oh my God, Kiva.
Wow. Theodore hasn't said a word for like an hour and a half.
Fucking silent
Yeah.
and badass motherfucker.
Back there watching it all unfold.
So I'm going insight to get at least a 15. Do you know what? I'll throw a boon on that as well, because
So hold on. So yeah, cool. Throw a boon on it.
so I've used an inspo from the pot.
That's okay.
So I have an 18.
An 18. Kiva has a 23. Anyone else re-roll on that?
Oh,
I'll
Robert.
re-roll.
I should probably roll for Robert. 'Cause he...
I will use an inspiration, please.
Ah,
So how many in the pot, yeah?
23, there we go.
23 and a 23.
Robert. Give me 1 second for Robert, because he
I think
could...
10 suits me because I'm
Yeah.
currently wrapped up in
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, you are. You're in a different sort of state of mind right now.
Yeah.
Load. I accidentally closed it.
That's fucking badass, though.
This is insight. Okay.
That's fucking I didn't know.
Now, can you see why I wanted that shadow?
100%. That is so cool. Okay, cool. So with the 23 and the 23, Scales with a 19.
No, Scales had a 15. Robert had a 19.
Sorry. So Robert, and Orixium and Theodore. You guys can see there. I think there is no malevolence here in Vareth. There's no there's not even a hint of BBEG here or potential BBEG. There is a young girl who probably idolized her mother, probably idolized her uncle, was never told what Uncle Drexus became. And so I think like some of you guys are kind of going like, oh, maybe Scales' sister is a bad person, or is this potential sort of mini boss or enemy. What you have here is probably a teenage dragonborn, and the token is too cute not to shift Z again.
Yeah, look at her.
She's very cute.
She is very cute.
Oh,
What you have
is Scales about to have to parent a rebellious teenager?
possibly, but what
Angry
you
at
had
the
here
world.
was, and I'm happy to sort of give you a hint of it before we finish up here. Is a teenager who was definitely taught at the hands of several wizards, but after Drexus was imprisoned, was definitely visited by his spirit or some sort of extension of him, and she was taught a little bit more. And so I think with very absent parents, at night came Uncle Draxus.
Oh,
Spirit of Uncle Draxus.
I'm sorry, but I'm coming to the
teacher.
conclusion all Scales' parents were bad parents.
To teach her, no, I mean they were absent because they were busy. They're ruling a realm and trying to defend the realm. And with that came Uncle Draxus to teach her a lot, and as we'll find out later on, to maybe prepare her to be Uncle Draxus's new home.
Oh,
not happening on my watch.
And that's where we're gonna really leave it for tonight.
really,
Guys,
really
Ryan, you are good at this. Get us someone to raid.
okay. I've given you the description there of what happens, so you can have a look at. Maybe
In the Discord. What did you do?
If you want. It's in the Roll20 chat.
Any chance we can find a player for Vareth? Says well, look at we have sorry, what did you do? Oh, on the Roll20 chat.
Yeah, so that's what it does.
While you're in the disguise, you gain access to all the information that the humanoid would freely share with a casual acquaintance. Such information includes general details on its background and personal life. It doesn't include secrets. The information is enough that you can pass yourself off as a person drawing. Okay, yeah, we can work with that.
But as I put there, as in brackets, was I would argue that as that Scales' sister is royalty, that he may be a bit more loose-lipped on the secrets than normal, because she has authority over him. But that's up to you, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm just having a look there now.
I just also like to point out that Scales is technically royalty.
But he doesn't know you like this.
No, he does not. And Scales
No.
has absolutely no royal authority except every now and then when it comes
Oh
out.
Jesus, that was a fucking great moment to moment.
Movement. I like
Guys,
that.
thanks for coming in. El, great to have you in. Zool, great to have you in. So yeah,
I'm also going to shout out big thanks to Queefs. You joined us, even though Theodore got to do nothing in that last section, but absolutely
I'm just
have you here.
chilling out here.
Always great to have you with
I've
us.
got one, but
Yeah,
it's a quick pick, so hopefully they're pretty decent. There
let's
you
do
go.
it. Let's do it. We're rating Endure.
Yeah.
Endure. Let's do it. Guys, thanks so much. Come back on Tuesday come back tomorrow. I'm back with Blaine Capatch and Chris Tallman from the Thundermans and Nerd Poker. I forgot I'm doing a fucking game tomorrow. Yeah, come and hang out. It's not a Metallica night, so you don't have to fucking choose between us and Metallica. I know which one I'd pick. And so yeah, have a good one, guys. We love you all, and we will see you soon. And is it Saturday yet?
Bye.
Nice to having you.
Be the same.
Have we rated?
I've just pressed.